Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, and welcome to Spelljammer. I am our GM, DM, Master of Ceremonies, and all-around fun guy, W. Adam Clark. And as you notice, the thing that I mentioned that I hadn't done last week because it was 5 minutes and I hadn't had 5 minutes to do it, names, you'll notice I still didn't have 5 minutes. I am, however, on page 95 of a project that I'm going to tell you about in a month. In any way, between now and then, we're going to have ourselves a fight, and we're going to start with the purple circle.
Hi, I'm Xaryxis Everly. I play Seth, who is a I just like I don't even
Plasmoid?
Can I start over? Yeah.
Okay.
Take two.
Ari's
Hi.
blind goes back up. Ari's blind goes back up, and take two.
Hi, I'm Xaryxis Everly. I play Seth, the Warlock Plasmoid. Fun fact for today: Seth thought about getting into instruments, into musical instruments, but thing about plasmoids is the shapes we can make only have I can only get those shapes down to like 1 inch, and I was just seriously fat fingering all the frets and holes for the instruments, so that just didn't really work out very well.
I mean, you could, I guess if you wanted to play a plasmoid bard, you'd almost have to just go with drums.
You'd have to have custom instruments.
Or you'd have to play drums.
Or drums.
Because, you know, because you can play drums with mittens on, so I think that should work.
But yeah, any of the frets or holes or whatever, I mean, 1 inch, that's like 2 fingering everything.
Wow.
Like, it just doesn't, so I bet you all hadn't really thought about that.
I never had. Okay.
And now you have.
Flute, especially in the alto or bass register.
Some of the flutes, yes. Some like a staff flute or something. The holes would be.
Well, here's the other question: would you be able to? Because technically, you don't have lungs.
Well, you can speak, which means you can force air out through little passages, but it would probably be a lot harder.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is the amount of air you force out when you speak, I mean, as a singer, you know this, is tremendously less in volume. Yeah. Therefore, speaking, you're just doing this. To play an instrument, you're going...
Like, plasmoid instruments are probably far different from anyone else's instrument.
They'd almost have to be.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I've been playing Spelljammer for 30 years. Never thought of that. Okay,
never thought
good.
Of that, huh?
Circle.
There's circle open. Hi, I'm Knocked to Silence. I'm playing Rikar. He's a 3 Green Ranger. Fun fact about me this time is I've actually got my start back on the old red box of D&D.
Nice.
So AD&D days, you know.
Yep. Yeah. We should totally get red box tattoos.
Yeah,
that would be the nerdiest thing ever.
Oh, super nerd.
Yeah, that dragon warrior from the box. Yeah.
Yep. And in the golden circle.
Hello, I'm Sadie Golden Dragon, and I play Maeve Glitterwind. And my fun fact for today was her name was Glitterwind because she was going to be something other than a tabaxi, something with wings.
Oh, nice.
Yep, okay. I remember that.
And that's why she ended up with the last name of Glitterwind.
It still works. I'm okay with it. But that's a cool one. That's a good fun fact. Yeah, unless somebody goes back and watches the character creation episode, the session 0, they wouldn't even know what your original race was supposed to be because, we talked about it and changed it before episode 1.
I don't even remember it.
Yep.
And it's a brand new race.
Yep. Yeah, it's the brand new experimental one that they're doing in 1D&D.
Yeah.
And in the bacon circle.
I am the ancient pork belly consumer.
Nice.
I destroyed bacon. I'm still really old and I still play games badly. That doesn't change. My fun fact. I finally had my 90-day review at my job. I wore ties all week. That was dumb.
What was that dumb.
I actually wore ties all week. I looked a damn fool.
You
Oh,
looked like
you
Gordon.
didn't
It's
like it,
fine.
Well, no, I mean the weirdest thing is the review was really, really awkward because it was supposed to happen Wednesday, then I got pushed back to Thursday. Then we'll do it
Oh,
Friday
that's when
morning
we went
before
up
we
the
get
ties all week.
started. Right. And then it didn't go when we were supposed to. I'm like, okay, I'm now wearing my red power tie and it's going into the afternoon. She's getting ready to tell me she doesn't need me anymore. Great. Thanks. Fantastic. She came over and said, I'll make it up to you. We'll go have lunch and we'll do the review at lunch.
There you go.
Okay, great. Except 2 other people came with us, so my review turned into lunch, and then we came back and did the review.
And modern men's fashion, the long tie is absolutely the worst choice for you.
Well, duh.
A nice cravat, jabot, would probably work, but even a bow tie, I like them better than other people do. But long tie is just
No, I
not.
hate bow ties.
It's just not you at all. It just doesn't.
So,
Gordon, however,
relating to a
Gordon,
conversation that we had
Rock and
earlier, relating to a conversation we had earlier that nobody but the 5 of us heard. I'm looking at Bacon's image right now, and clipped as it is on the stream, he's wearing, a black shirt where you really can't see what he's wearing on the shirt because of where the camera cuts off, and he's in a dark room, so all you see is just
bacon head.
is just a floating bacon head in a black field. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Holly?
That's fair. That's entirely fair. Well done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're totally a floating head right now. It's great. It's fun.
They're dead, Dave. They're all dead, Dave. Speaking of all dead, who would like to recap what we did last week?
I don't remember. I just know where we ended up.
Well, let's see here.
Yeah.
We started by
It was
interrogating.
Healthier than we were expecting.
Right. We started by interrogating our elven prisoner. Wait a minute.
Yes.
That was
It
last
was a
week.
corpse.
That would
we talked to a corpse.
Oh, right.
Oh, that was
no.
So that was
You
later
started
in
with the
episode.
elven prisoner because
Yeah,
the
first.
session before that ended with the end of that fight.
I watched the episode.
Yeah.
We started by talking to the elven prisoner and found out what the hell that thing was that sprouted out of the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also, I think all basically had thoughts of genocide for this empire. Gordon was not filtered. No.
No, he was not.
Yeah. Y'all make my charisma rolls so much more difficult. I'm just saying.
Anyway, then we so we decided, okay, we need to go. We're headed to the Rocket Brawl anyway. We need to go to the Rocket Brawl. Captain and Archibald are going to go talk to somebody else, and we need to go to the Smiling Beholder and go talk to Commodore Crux, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, on the way back, since we had a card thrown on us for a very strange encounter, we got chased by clowns.
Oh wait. Let me restart the music for you. I
No,
want you to be able to.
God, no.
I want you to be able to
No.
capture
You
the
don't
feeling
have to.
correctly. Are you sure? 'Cause I want to make sure that you can
Yes,
capture
yes.
the essence.
No.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Never mind.
Anyway, so we ran away from clown men that wanted us for dinner. Or maybe it was the next morning they wanted to hold us until then. I don't know. But then,
Breakfast.
yeah, exactly. And Noctis had the best pun of the evening. With that, I wonder if they taste funny.
Okay. Stop.
Stop it. And then we came across a derelict, or at least what we hope is a derelict, Illithid Nautiloid. Oh,
Yelp.
yeah, exactly that. Oh, you're making this difficult. But we came across a derelict Illithid Nautiloid ship, and we decided, okay, oh crap, they're in town. Let's make sure this is actually a dead ship. Went on board, met up with a survivor of what looks to be a very high-pitched battle, although we can't completely confirm that. There's
Yep.
someone else that's locked behind another door, which is going to be another problem we're going to have to deal with eventually. Talk to a corpse. And then now I think we're up into the Spelljammer's Spelljammer's helm for all practical purposes, and we about to get into a fight with some Sirlons. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sirloin.
Not to be confused with sirloins, which were actually delicious. These guys, no, I'm pretty certain not. Anyway, they're all slimy and whatnot.
Probably edible.
Don't know until you try.
All right.
Reggie, we really need to work on your taste buds, dude.
I mean,
Or it just means extra rations for me.
Fair.
he's easy to feed, really. I mean, if it's made of meat, he's good. He's good.
Were your race originally descended from scarab beetles?
No.
Well, praying mantises, but close.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't fix you up on a blind date.
Probably not.
Important safety tip.
Okay.
So,
Hey, no, considering last night's mind twisting, I'm sorry, Ari, that was very well timed. Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
You. Anyway, actually, no. Once that, oh, good lord. Oh God, that's really going to be a scary conversation to have if it ever comes up again. And God, I hope it never comes up again.
it'll come up again.
I'm screwed.
Okay. So, who would like to be able to take actions in this upcoming combat versus the Sirlons?
I mean,
I would.
Yes.
I think we all should. I think that would
Okay.
be wise.
I think you should all roll initiatives then.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and do that. Yes, let's go ahead.
What?
And do that. All right, let's go.
Noctis decided he wants to win this fight.
He's going on. Okay, let's see here. Oh well, nope. What just happened?
I switched music.
Oh, okay.
It's like you lost initiative. I mean, tiny little bacon.
Okay. Noctis wants to win. Gray cracks knuckles and gets the card list ready. We'll see about that.
Wait a minute. You save those. You save those for Thursday, dude. You save those for Thursday, and you dump them all on Deuce. That's right. That's how it works.
I mean, that is pretty much how it works.
Oh lordy.
I'm in that campaign now. Oh, that's right. I mean, sometimes you're in that campaign. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Oh dear.
All right, so card list is cleared. I will see all of our new activations.
Just see what that looks like.
And here we... It didn't stop you from laying the trap card on your own party. This is true. Here we go. Noctis, you are up first, sir.
Yes. Let's see. I see a bunch of sirloins in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I see a closed room. I see a astronome next to me. What would it take for me to grab said gnome and both thumbs from the room?
And F out.
If you as your action, I will allow you to push him 5 feet, which means because he is not voluntarily taking a move, there is no attacks of opportunity against him. and then you can use your move to leave the room.
Which will provoke the attacks
Which will
of
provoke
opportunity.
3 attacks of opportunity against you. But it will guarantee
Okay.
that there are no attacks of opportunity against Gordon.
That works for me.
All right, so Gordon is... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop hitting the things that I don't want to hit. There we go. So Gordon is pushed to here. And then Noctis can move back, and Noctis will have 3 attacks of opportunity.
Gonna make me do this. Yeah, you're gonna make me do this. Okay.
I can use a multi-attack on an attack of opportunity, right? I'm pretty sure I can.
Or no, it'd just be a single because the
It would be a single.
multi-attack is an attack action.
Correct. Okay. Well, sounds reasonable. All right. So do I want to go with that one or that one? Let's go with the one that hurts more. Chomp. That will be a miss. And this is number 2. That will be a hit,
Get off my Noctis!
which will do 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
Don't worry, I'm standing right next to him. I'll
and then the
heal him
third
after
one
it's
will
all
be a
done.
miss.
I was say they haven't even gotten to my hit points yet, so
Nope.
meh.
Okay, so there you
Yeah,
go.
but I can still get off my Noctis, can I?
Yes.
Uh,
Actually, yes,
no,
you can. 'Cause your ability, yes. You can. You
Oh,
actually
yeah.
get to use that thing now.
okay.
Get off my Noctis!
Oh dear.
Okay.
No, there's actually no rolls at all, I don't think. It doesn't.
When the wearer of your talisman is hit by an attacker you can see within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to deal psychic damage to the attacker equal to your proficiency bonus and push it 10 feet away. There are
Yeah, I
no
can see
rolls
them.
involved,
Nope.
and it's all pure damage. And the you can see him, and he was 25 feet away. So
Yep. I mean, my proficiency
King.
bonus is only 3, but
well, it's based on level. That's fine. So, but the point
Yeah.
is you do 3 psychic damage, and you push him 10 feet back.
yeah. I think you can only move 5, but that's fine.
So he smacks into the wall.
Slam him into the wall.
And that's your reaction. I will say, technically, according to the hardest definition of the rules, you couldn't have done that because you don't have a reaction because you haven't had a turn yet. But that's rules as written, and as we've determined before, rules as written is dumb. So,
Plus
Yeah,
also,
Because that would mean
There's-
you can never use that ability if you have a low initiative. Like,
well, no,
you
because
never get to use it.
even if your initiative is lower than the other target, once you have had a turn, you now have a reaction because you don't have a reaction until you are into a turn cycle.
Oh, you're saying
and you're not
you
into a
wouldn't
turn
even
cycle.
have it till like round 2 if you lost initiative. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
well,
You know, we
Also,
have to
if
go
we-
with the role playing aspect.
Yeah, it's
as
fine.
Well.
well, also if that was the rule, then they wouldn't have gotten attacks of opportunity on me.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So,
Hey,
so this is my definition, which
good
allows
one.
them
Good one, Noctis.
to hurt Noctis more. So it's okay.
And I'm okay with this.
And
He's still okay.
Bonus
that-
action.
and your bonus action, yes, sir.
Gonna chuck a little Chatsuki at that one.
Okay, doke.
You do it, Josh.
That one. And that should
14.
hit.
That will most definitely hit a Sirlon.
And
That'll do 7 points of damage and then snap right back to your hand.
Yep.
I love the fact that the most used magic item in this campaign is one that was invented by a player character at fucking level 2.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Like Artificer is such a strong class. If you
Yeah.
use it right, Artificer is a really strong class.
Yeah.
You know what? I like being a support class character.
Yep.
I do.
I support you.
I didn't used to like it, but now I really like it because let's face it, I get to do stuff.
Yep. Okay. So
Really cool spells.
the
so-
Sirlon is going to act next. And he is going to move here. Oh, actually, no, he's not, because he's a Sirlon. And he is going to do a Psychic Crush on Reggie. So, Reggie, you feel an intense mental pain coming from the Sirlon that is currently doing a spiral motion with its hand. And you must make a Wisdom save DC 13.
Won't get up. Yeah,
You have
boy.
passed, which means you take only half of this
Good job.
damage. So you only take 9.
Only.
Only.
Let's.
Okie dokie.
The second Sirlon is the one that got off my Noctist.
Okay.
So he is going to Psychic Crush on Seth. So I need you to make a Wisdom DC 13 check.
That's a save.
Yes, Wisdom save. Difficulty 13. And you pass, which means you will only take half of this damage. So you, in fact, will take 4.
Okay.
And then we move on to Surly number 3.
3?
Oh, you can, boys.
Oh, wait, no. We move on to Benny.
Ah, yes. I was like, who is that? Oh, right. A note. Our little, possibly a pirate, possibly a brain squid, possibly something else.
Be an intellect devourer. Could be squiddy larva.
I next up in the line.
After Benny, yes.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out what Benny's doing.
Benny is going to...
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Benny is going to look at Seth and say, why don't you go tell the captain and the hippo fellow to come aboard, because everything has been cleared out.
Really?
And I need you to make a wisdom check to determine if you think that's a good idea or a really stupid one.
Is that a ability check or a saving throw?
Saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Which you have passed.
So in my head is really.
Corbinoto.
And having failed in that, he is actually going to charge you and stab at you with a knife.
Well, that clears that up, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah.
And he critically fails.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate for him.
So he was mine taken over?
You don't know?
Well,
He is not on our side. We know this. You don't know anything. Well, I get he did just attack me. I guess you would see that.
no, she probably heard him say, I think it's a good idea to get Archibald and Captain to tell him to come over because everything's okay.
Sadie, roll a arcane check.
Okay, that's not one of my strengths, but alright.
Well, it's fine. It's a free action. You in fact know that he just cast a suggestion spell and it failed. And it's now your turn.
Get him.
Okie dokie. Prepare the frying.
Nice. That is a thunderclap that catches all. Oh, jeez. That is a thunderclap that catches all 4 of them. They need to make Constitution saving throws, DC 16. I'm just going to take this guy, and I'm going to see that they have a saving throw bonus.
Well, that's awesome because I can't actually see them through the door.
Yep.
I just kind of guessed.
No,
it would be
you nailed it perfect.
kind of sort of there.
So any of these rolls that are a 14 or higher also pass. So, okay. So you will catch 3 of them, doing 8 thunder damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it had to be done.
It had to be done.
Had to be
Yes, it
done.
did.
Had to be done.
Had to be done.
Okay. So that's the thing that just happened. You caught all 3 of them. And anything else with your turn?
No, I believe I am safe-ish where I am standing.
Okay. That means it is now Ari's turn.
Okay, well, I shall not be dissuaded from my original intention, so bring on the Slurpy Slurp.
Slurpy slurp.
Slurpy Slurp.
Oh, God. Slurpinating.
It's slurpalicious.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Because we love the description of this spell, you open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the areas, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area. Please remember that I said that later. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is also difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as the milky, otherworldly tentacles gently rub against it.
I love the gently rubbing.
Gently.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
Gently.
sells it
That's-
right there.
Okay.
That's the
That's the
creepiness
chest
factor
kiss.
right there.
Right there.
Creepiness.
Slurpy Slurp.
So, that is your action. Are you
Yes.
going to do anything with your bonus action or your move action?
Yes. My bonus action, I will drop my tentacle. When can I get a feat for my tentacle to allow it to throw people? Just saying.
The class feature one? We'll have to talk.
Okay. I will drop a tentacle to, beat up Bonobo over here.
Okay. Tentacle of the Deep.
And let's see, that's an attack roll.
Which will hit.
And that is. We'll do like F all, no damage.
F all no damage.
It's fine. And-
Okay. So he is no longer concentrating on his spell, which is fine. Because, it didn't work anyway.
because it didn't work anyway. I mean, I don't know if there's much of a point in disengaging when there's several people more who can go before it gets back to him anyway.
Yeah, I think you're probably fine.
So I think
Okay.
I'll just,
So, we now move up to
I shall just
Sirlon,
be unperturbed.
Who immediately takes
who
2d6
immediately
cold.
takes 2d6 cold damage.
Cause slurpy slurp.
And then makes a save or takes 2d6 acid damage.
At the end of the turn,
the end
if
of
he
the
is not
At the end.
left the area.
Which is difficult terrain.
which is difficult terrain, and also he would have to be squeezing through 2 PCs who would get attacks of opportunity.
With advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
I think the 2d6 is less dangerous. So so he is going to psychic crush Gordon. So Gordon, I will need a wisdom save 13.
Oh, right, because he doesn't need to roll, so yeah.
And you pass, sir, so you take half of 6 and thus 3.
And those 3, and I have temporary hit points yet. Yay!
Okay.
Yay,
so-
temporary hit
yeah.
points.
And that means that will wind up being the end of his turn, and he will now need to make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid.
They don't look very dexterous to me.
They really don't.
They don't? I mean,
They don't.
they're,
I mean, they're
they're
a cross between a
surprisingly
donkey and a
not
standard.
bad at it, but
Oh,
he made
pretty
it.
good. That's a pretty good roll.
what? Yeah, 17 will make it. What is your spell DC? Is 15. Okay, so they'll need to make 15s. Okay. Next one.
16.
So unless he had a
Her
negative,
DC is 15. I just checked.
Okay. Fair.
He is going to psychic crush on. Oh,
There it
first,
is.
he's going to take 2d6 damage.
yes.
2d6 chili damage.
Chile.
So that'll be 8 points of damage. And he is bloodied. So I'm actually going to have him make a poor life choice.
Sure, why not? Because he's panicking.
Yes, he's going to realize if he stands here in 2 rounds, he's dead. So
Okay.
he is going to panic, and he's going to try to charge through and dive for the stairs,
Well, that's going to be unfortunate for him.
which means that both Reggie and Gordon are going to get an attack of opportunity with advantage.
And that's assuming he can even get out of the difficult terrain.
Well, difficult terrain it makes it double distance, and his movement is 30 feet. So
He just moved 15.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
that counts as 10. The squeeze counts as another 10, and then 5. He effectively moved 25. He's fine.
Yeah.
However, he now has to survive being slapped by both of you.
Been a long time since I've used the butcher knife.
Right?
But I'll let Reggie finish first because I think he.
And 10 points of damage. There we go.
And then butcher knife. No idea.
That
Oh,
hits.
it does.
Yep.
How nice.
Almost critted, but definitely hitted. For 5 more points of damage. And he is double bloodied.
But he does make it to the stairs.
But he does make it to the stairs.
Granted, people's actual actions haven't happened yet.
And he will multi-attack Reggie. So that will be a bite and 2 claw claws. That is a claw miss. That is a claw miss. And that is a bite miss. So he accomplished sweet F all.
No, he is out of the soup.
He did accomplish something. He is out of the slurpy slurp.
Or
Yeah.
he jumped out of the soup and now he's in the fire.
Yes,
Right.
he jumped out of the cooking pot and into the fire.
But he does not take 2d6 damage now, so that's fine.
True.
Good
True.
And then we move on
Probably
to the last one, who is going to start his turn by taking 2d6 cold damage.
Indeed.
This was the. Wait a minute. I thought this guy that was blooded was the 4th one, and we've got 4.
It is. I moved the 3rd one forth instead. It doesn't matter because they go back to back. It's fine.
All right.
Basically, I moved the initiative 10-1 when I was supposed to move the initiative 12-1.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
So I'm just going to do the other one now. Because otherwise they're effectively the same. So he's going to take 7 points of damage from the bitter cold. And he is going to do a psychic crush on Gordo. So Gordo needs a DC 13 wisdom save, please.
Let's try this again.
There you go.
So you save, so you will only take half of 16, meaning 8.
Okay, well, there go my temporary hit points.
Oh.
And now with his turn having ended, he must now make a save, or and he does not, so he takes 2d6 more damage. So he will take 9 more.
Okay.
And is bloodied.
Oh, good.
And it's bacon.
It's bacon?
It's bacon. Bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon.
Bacon. Bonus action.
Okay.
Close the door.
Brilliant.
A nice little grin.
Good job.
I love it.
Good job.
Close the door.
Simple,
Okay.
eloquent.
Now, because I want to do a thing proper, although I'll probably end up having to risk an attack of opportunity here.
Mhm.
But I want to back up 5 feet.
That will be an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, bring it on then. Yes.
And that misses.
Oh, good. So,
Raven Law
Attack
flashbacks
number-
for the door fight, pretty much.
yeah. So attack number 1,
Okay.
and yeah, you know what? For this guy, we'll just do a firebolt. That's what I think we'll do.
Okay.
And let's see, did that go up? We'll take this off here. Attack.
That will hit.
Okay. We will damage a solar alarm with some fire. That is not what I. Oh! Oh, that's right. 5th level. More
Yeah,
damage.
More damage.
Except it wasn't a lot of damage. It was only
Except it
4.
wasn't a lot of damage. Would you like to spend a fate point to reroll your damage, sir?
Yeah, I think I would actually.
Okay. I figured you might.
Yeah, so we'll do that. So we'll see if we can do better. Not a lot better. Jeez. Got 1 more point of damage.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like be a very strong use of a fate point.
No.
Okay.
No.
And what do you do next?
Well, I have a second attack.
Okay.
I was hoping not to have to do this, but I'm going to have to. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I'm pretty certain that my Thrycreen friend's going to screw this guy up.
Fair enough.
So, going to turn around with the tie glowing. Hey, Benny! Zark!
He turns, he looks, you shoot, and
Good job, Bacon.
Damn the Jets!
And-
oh, hell no.
and as you fire, he ducks
Yep.
under the spell jamming helm, and your shot misses.
It's
Yeah.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
fine. It's fine.
That's okay.
Are you done your move, or
Yeah, I
Okay.
had to move 5 feet back.
right?
remember?
But that means you still have 25 feet remaining. Should you so choose
Oh,
to wander
sure,
around in a
sure.
circle, like you know?
Sure. Well, all right. In that case, what we'll do is we'll stop there. We'll do this and we'll do this and oh look, people have advantage on this now.
Yay!
Yay.
And round 2, Noctis.
Let's see. Might as well go ahead and get it out. Bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on Mr. Wormykins.
Okay.
And for my action, it'll be an attack action. So, yeah, we'll go with the melee stuff.
What were you using for Hunter's Mark? I mean, it doesn't matter, but
Probably won't matter for very long now.
it really won't. That's a hit. And he is dead.
All right, and
Well done,
for my
sir.
second
Well done.
attack, the unfortunate Bonoto
Go for it.
is the target.
Goodbye, Benny.
He was not a very good Benny. That'll hit.
Yeah, only 5.
I mean, it still does 5.
It's fine.
Do you have anything else, sir?
Yeah.
Or
Well, the door. So these were touch or
Yeah,
proximity.
they're the touch membrane.
So there's
doors.
no way that I could interfere with somebody on the other side opening it.
Ah,
No, not really.
Okay. All right, then. I'll
But
just
having
keep-
said that, it will take them more time to get out.
So kind of half keeping my
Push
eye on
first.
Benny and half keeping my eye on the door.
Okie doke.
And that should be it.
All right, so this guy is up, and he will take cold damage. Not a lot of it, but you know, better than nothing.
now here comes the question: do they need line of sight to do a thing?
Through a wall, they might have an
Well,
issue.
they wouldn't have had line of sight anyway because they're in a realm of darkness. They're
They-
blinded.
Psychically, they have blind sight,
Yeah.
which allows them to see through all forms of darkness, even magical
Yeah.
darkness,
Oh,
because they have blind sight.
All forms of
However, they don't. That blind sight doesn't allow you to see through walls,
Yeah.
which is why I'm
Okay.
checking something. The Surlon targets one creature it can see. It could see you before using its blind sight. It cannot currently see you using its look through wall sight because it doesn't have that one.
It's gonna have to open the door.
It's going to open the door and it's going to multi-attack. 2 claws and a bite onto our Thrycreen friend. And that's going to be a miss. And that's going to be a miss. And that's going to be a miss. Ranger tank doing what Ranger tanks do. And
Dodge, dodge.
I love how shiny these dice
That
are.
was almost
Like
a
they're
20.
real dice.
I hit the table this time. Anyway,
and he fails the saving throw.
gently caressed with acid.
And he takes 11 points of gently caressing acid damage.
We have a vulnerability to that. I mean,
Fortunately not.
yeah, okay. Throw salt on them. That's true. He's made of mucus after all.
This one will move to here.
It hurts.
And it can now see because the door has been opened. So it will
Can.
Psychic Crush on Noctis, which means we need a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, my friend. Oh, by the way, it took 2d6 worth of damage, so I'll do that now.
Yeah.
So that is 9 points of damage. Noctis will take the full damage from this, which is to say he will take 7.
And then the Sirlon will take 3.
And then the Surlon will take 3 off my Noctis.
Get off my Noctis.
which bloodies him.
Nice. Let's go.
Good job.
Ting.
It's a small amount, but it's fun
And
to
it
do.
will fail his saving throw. Taking 7 more points of damage at the end of the turn. Gently
having a good day.
caressing acid. They are not having a good day.
Not having a good day at all.
You're about
Uh,
to have a worse one.
They are, and it's Sadie's turn.
Oh.
Yeah. It's time for the thunder again.
Okay.
Guardians of the Astral Sea, underestimate us at your own peril. Wah!
Apparently.
Oh, who am I kidding? They're doing all the job. I'm just the cook.
1 will pass, 2 will fail. So roll your damage. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to determine which one passes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the one at the door passes. The other 2 will take 10, count them, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Oof.
Feel my claws. Squirmy worms.
Oh, don't worry. They did. That was a really good amount of damage at a really good time. Anything else you're doing, Maeve, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so now we move on to Ari.
Okay, we will start with the tentacle,
Okay,
and he better hope he gets knocked unconscious by the tentacle. Because if not, it's gonna get worse.
go for it. I believe that will be a hit. And that will be 3 points of damage, which does not knock him unconscious.
Well, that's unfortunate for him.
Isn't it?
Is that always a bonus action for it to attack, or is it on autopilot once I do it?
I
don't think
believe
so.
I believe it's a bonus action to move it, but as long as it has a creature within range, it can just do its thing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't think I have anything else I do on a bonus action anyway. Other than move a hex. I was just curious.
On a bonus
Unfortunately,
action on your turn, you can move the tentacle.
Right. Okay.
You can summon a number of tentacles equal to your proficiency bonus, one at a time. And
Yeah, like I could have. Yeah.
it's not very clearly written, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, I think it's just putting it up or moving it that is
Yeah.
the bonus action. Other than that, I think it's on autopilot. I don't think I have another bonus action.
Curiosity. What
But,
is your proficiency bonus?
3.
At your current level, your proficiency bonus is 3.
Ooh, so
Unfortunately
you have
for
those.
him, that means that I have to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate because I think this is the first time I've used it at level 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now 2 beams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You have disadvantage because you're using a spell targeting a creature within 5 feet of you. You have advantage because Gordon is positioned behind him, which means you roll normally.
Wow, got it.
And that will hit.
So the roll is still set to, it looks like 1. Should I be changing the formula? Or
No, because you get 2 beams.
Okay. So
Which
I just
means-
roll damage and then roll damage.
Each beam does a d10. Each beam adds your charisma modifier, and then you roll for the next beam, repeating.
Okay, so I just literally roll it 2 times.
It's extra attack, the wizard edition.
Fair enough.
It's a Eldritch.
So, but you have to roll the hit with the second one.
Oh, I do. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Well, we'll keep the damage. That's fine.
I see now.
Oh,
I
you
see.
hit.
Okay, there we go. I see now.
21 points of damage. That's
So it's for fear.
good.
Got it. Oof.
Okay. So, yeah, that was disgusting. And he is super duper bloodied. And
I suppose you're gonna stop now.
do you have anything else you're doing on your turn? Because if not, Benny's about to take his last action ever on this world.
I was gonna. It's not gonna work, but maybe you want to think about stopping now.
Yeah, you're right. That's not going to work.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. But he's going to target me whether I give him the attack of opportunity or not, so I'm not giving it to him.
Okay. He is not going to risk a attack of opportunity to separate from you, because if he does, he will be dead. He
Yes.
will instead just do a psychic crush, and you must do a DC 13 wisdom save, please. Yes, he is doing the exact same attack as the Sirlons. Oh, you fail. So you are going to take all of
It's fine.
21 points of damage.
It's fine.
Benny just did more damage than everyone else on his team.
Yep.
Well, last hurrah and whatnot.
And now you have to
Yeah.
make a saving throw. Difficulty is still 10 to make sure that your slurping noises stay.
Oh, good point. Yep.
A 20 will do it. So,
All that did was tick me off, not that it's getting back to me.
Benny, good job. This guy, who has 12 hit points left,
Not for long.
will take 2d6 damage. So he has 4 hit points left.
Leroy Jenkins.
Here he comes.
He
He
will
goes out and he gets hit by you, Noctis.
mind fry a Noctis again. Another wisdom save for me there, Nocti. You pass, taking only half of this damage, which means only 9. And now save or die. And he chooses save.
Save! You're only delaying the inevitable.
And it is the turn of the bacon.
No, the bacon.
Done.
Okay. I guess we have to do it old school melee. What
Just
a
shank.
bummer.
He doesn't deserve anything fancier than that.
No, he really doesn't. So we'll start with the butcher knife.
One good backstab deserves another.
And the nice thing is I'm at advantage because flank.
Flank.
One.
Yep.
Okay.
Hit.
Don't roll damage. Just give me the
Okay.
description.
Well, I'm behind it. That goes right into his kidney from behind.
Okay.
Nice and hard.
So Gordon jumps up onto the back of Benny because Benny is taller, grabs him like under the neck with one hand to use as a anchor point to stab him in the kidney, wrench it, and then like slams him forward as he pushes off of him. And Benny will no longer be taking actions this combat.
Good.
And he is now pining for the fjords.
Yes.
Yes.
I-
He is an ex-Benny.
He is an ex-Benny. Rest of your turn there, sir.
Okay, so, well, I have line of sight on this some bitch.
You do, because he opened the door.
That was stupid. So,
It's a good idea at the time.
yeah, it was a good idea at the time, but now he faces the red power tie.
Red power tie.
Not the
Power tie.
tie.
Remember to do the versatile damage because it's your only tie shot this turn.
Right. I've got to hit him first.
Okay. Remember
good,
to
I
do the
do.
versatile damage because it's your only tie attack this turn.
Yep. Zark!
And 10
10
points of lightning damage, and he is now bloodied. Anything else on
Okay,
your turn,
right.
sir?
And I still have a movement action.
Yes, you do.
I go up here
Okay.
and I close the flipping door.
And you close the door. No, stay in. Noctis, it is your turn, sir.
This is our room, not your room.
I am going to hold my action. And
Uh-huh.
the first thing that opens a door, it's going to get my attacks.
Yep. I figured that would. I figured it would be a Avon calling held action because they are
No,
my
I
favorite
do-
held action.
Anyway.
I do have a question. In this situation, would it just be my attack action, or would it be my entire turn?
It would just be the attack action.
Okay. See anything? No, not really. I can do anything with my bonus
else.
action. So
Everything
yep,
else is
just
dead.
holding on.
This guy.
We're not allowed through the door. No,
This
no.
guy who has 3 hit points, is going to activate on his turn
And
die.
Deactivate. Activate and die.
This guy. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Hold on.
Seth, I love your creepy tentacle powers.
All right, so I'm going to reverse them because I did the same thing again of doing them out of order.
Right.
So that one and died. The one at the door is now going to activate, and he has 13 hit points,
Ooh, I'll survive the activation.
and he takes 9 activating,
Not by much.
so he's down to 4.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't open the door!
And he opens the door.
Oh!
Let's sigh.
Didn't think they'd learn by now, but no.
And I have an advantage on this, don't I?
What's that?
I have advantage on this?
Yes.
Yes.
And you crit. So just walk us through it because there's no need to roll.
Well, as he opens the door, I have the got to get ready. So he rears back, and I bring it over his head and just drive him into the ground.
Thump.
And he made a
For-
very satisfying thump as he hit the floor.
For far more than 3 points of damage.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, just get to the brain pan. Squished.
Sadie. Maeve's turn.
I love it. I love it.
Is there anything left?
There is one left inside the room.
Oh, I see him. Can't you
Okay,
see
let's
him?
just do thunder again.
Okay.
Tried and true.
Oh, that's right, because that's a cantrip for you, isn't it?
It's a cantrip, and also it's an area. She doesn't target a person, so the fact
Yeah.
that she can't see a person doesn't matter. She's targeting an area.
Yeah. I'm saying I have that, but it's a spell, not a cantrip.
So it's
For me.
a thunder.
And-
Thunder wave.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does more, but
Yeah.
this is doing plenty.
It's doing plenty.
Okay,
Well, only a 3 this time.
that's okay. Anything else that you're doing on your turn?
I could move, but I mean, it wouldn't really do anything,
Okay,
right?
Ari, it is your turn.
Cool. Am I aware of anything still alive?
Nope, because you can't see
Awesome.
anything inside the Hadar because it blocks all light, unless you take Devil Sight as a warlock capability, and then you can see through your Hadar.
Right. No, I'll just
Thank you for the follow.
I'll just, I guess, keep my ears open.
Okie doke. Bacon, it is your turn.
I'm not going into the slurp.
Don't
So
go into the
I
slurp.
think what I'll do, I think what I'll do, because it's worked so well so far, just in
Close the
case.
door again.
You closing the door just in case.
I'm gonna close the door.
Just
Gonna
in
close
case.
the door. Okay.
I'm just gonna close the door.
Noctis, it is your turn.
I'm gonna take a see. They've got that, so
Why aren't my lights working?
I'll take a little stroll right around here. Come up, take a look at our buddy Benny.
Make sure nothing crawls out of him.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and I'm not taking any chances. I'm just gonna brain him. With the
Okay.
Thumbs up.
intention of destroying his head.
Okay. You managed to squish his head. Sadie,
feel
your
better.
turn.
I guess I'll hold action. I don't think I can perform that spell again through the door.
Okay. So you're holding your action to cast that spell if anything opens the door. Ari, your turn.
Okay, so I've been like listening, looking, don't hear, see anything.
For 6 seconds, all you hear is soft whispers and slurping noises.
But I don't hear it doing any damage to anybody.
No. Just soft whispers and slurping noises.
I mean, the door is closed. I don't really feel the need to take it down. I mean, we could always throw somebody in there if someone pops up, in a second or two. But I do believe I have this healing potion that Maeve gave me
That you might want to use.
that I might want to use. Because, ow.
Do you want to use the healing potion, or do you want to wait until you are done with the initiative
Oh,
sequence?
yeah, I guess. I guess I can wait rather than rolling. And
Okay.
rolling a 1.
Bacon,
Wasting all her hard work.
it's your turn.
I will hold action with the tie well and truly charged up in case some idiot decides to open the door.
Okay. Noctis, it's your turn.
Okay, so head obliterated here.
Yep.
I am going to poke my head downstairs really quickly.
Okay.
See if anything is coming up to investigate.
Okay. Give me a perception check. This is me for the party. Because none of them can see that there's nothing to fight. You do not see anything approaching the stairs.
Is it clear?
I don't see anything.
It looks clear.
I'll perch myself about right there so I can cover both the stairs and the door.
Okay.
If somebody should foolishly open it, holding an action.
And Mave's turn. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna open the freaking door.
Okay. You walk over and you open the door. Inside the door, it's dark and slurpy.
Anybody else in there?
I only see 3 corpses.
All
Oh,
you
wait.
see is tentacles
Oh,
because it's dark.
yeah. All I see is
Dark and
corpses.
slurpy.
It's just dark and slurpy.
And yet
Okay.
we have advantage to hit anybody inside it, so we must be able to detect people inside it.
I was just doing it blind.
That's what's weird about that.
Weird about what?
About the way the spell works. We have advantage on attacks against anything inside it, which is odd since it's dark in there and you can't see anything. Just logistically.
Well,
it's-
creatures are blinded, which
Yeah.
gives you advantage to attack a blinded target because they can't
Right.
see the direction of the attack. However, if you also can't see a target, if it's fully obscured, you can't shoot at it. So if you can see it, you have advantage, and if you can't see it, you can't see it.
Okay, I'm going to suggest to our entire party that we go on exploring the vessel because there's probably more of those sirloins somewhere. But I think we got them all here.
Hey,
There were
Seth.
4 of them within the room, right? There's 1 dead on the stairs and 3 dead in the thing.
Yep.
So that's 4 plus 1 traitor and his head squished, so that's 5. So
So you think it's time to drop it?
Time to see if we can find some more targets.
Question: how big is that?
How big
So-
is what?
The tentacles.
20-foot
20-foot
radius sphere.
Radius. So it should
Well,
also affecting.
Well, I
any-
guess you may have missed the guy that was locked up downstairs.
I've
Or
no
not.
skills, so
Ooh.
yeah. How
Yes.
tall are these decks? Yeah.
The position of where he is in the ship would not have been
Okay.
would not have been under the
No, he would have been just outside it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Like
Yeah, good
he
call,
might have
good call.
gotten hurt round 1 because
But he would have gotten
part of
out.
the area is in it and then would have gone what and backpedaled and then been fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Think it's time to drop it. Any other
Give it 10 more seconds.
Okay.
thing
So we
around?
go through one more round
One more
and
round.
still nothing happens. And then everybody closes the combat.
Drop it. Yeah. All right. Drop it.
And we make all of our measurements go away.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, my head.
I mean, there's more.
It was nice that you just made these, Maeve. It's going to be very tasty. Slurp. More slurping.
You're
Drink
welcome. I wish I had more time to make more of them.
is fine. Oh, it's just automatically max.
Yeah.
So it's 5.
Yes.
Okay.
The tiny ones, yes.
Oh. Jerk. Mm. He started it.
I mean, you guys finished it.
Shockingly, I got away with absolutely no damage.
Congratulations.
Does anybody else need a heal?
I still do. How you doing, Reg?
It's been better. Been worse.
Check on
Okay.
Reg.
All right, let me
I don't normally get hit. I just
get my list up.
robbing headache thing. I'll worry about Reg first. He's more likely to get hit again. Practicality. Ow.
So what do you do?
She's searching her brain.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word,
Okie doke.
and
Sure.
that is anyone within my.
Yeah, that'll be the whole party.
That'll be the whole.
Yay!
7 points.
7.
7.
Yep.
Is that enough to help, or do we need some more?
It's fine.
Healing Word is not a spell that you currently have prepared.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
You have Cure Wounds prepared.
okay.
I just
Um, I will go over and touch Reg then. And
There we go.
Cast
Yeah, go take care of Reg.
Cure Wounds. That's instantaneous 1d8.
And we're out of combat, so just go with the 8.
Right.
Or roll an 8. That works too.
Or roll an 8.
I mean,
It all works.
It works either way.
it's an 8.
An 8's an 8's an 8.
However you get to it.
So, okay.
Mhm.
Seth, you're still down a piece?
I a little, yeah. I mean, I got a headache.
You know what? Haven't done this in a while.
What is it?
Actually, I never have.
I should have used Prayer of Healing.
That's okay. Don't worry. There will be more injuries later.
I'm
we
sure there
go.
will be more
Yes.
opportunities.
Hey, Seth.
For
8
some
more.
reason, I only have 2
Is
of
it
my
8?
3.
Yep.
I'm gonna fix
That'll
that.
do the trick. Thank you.
Another cure wounds. So.
What are you fixing?
My level 2 spells hadn't reset.
Oh,
It
well.
should have been 3 of 3. Because I haven't used any of them.
Officially, it's actually 12. But
Your level 2 spells you used a continual flame, which is why it was 2 or
Right.
3.
Oh, that's right.
Because you built a permanent light sock.
Yeah.
Yes, the permanent light sock.
lights
Oh,
off.
God,
So it is 2 or 3.
That was
You're good.
brilliant.
Never mind. I fixed it back.
Yep. I
This
mean,
party makes our own
good
magic
use of a
items.
spell. Again, much like the artificer, good use of creating a magic item.
Yeah,
Yeah.
party makes our own magic items, darn it.
Yeah. I don't need to give you guys anything. You get them all yourself.
We're all good.
So
And, you know, get a couple of toys would be nice.
so what do you guys do next?
So
Okay,
I'm going to go
so-
through that room really quick. And
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go down.
Let's,
So you wanted to go down 2 floors to where the thing was locked in the closet?
No, actually, no. Check where the other worms were.
we are
Oh,
actually
check the worming room.
in the
All right, yeah,
room.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
If there was anything else in there, probably dead now.
Gordon, while examining the room, you actually find a secret compartment in the wall. And in the secret compartment, you find a black metal tube about a foot long with a screw-on cap at one end.
Long black metal tube with a screw-on cap at one end.
Yes.
Interesting.
Are you going to smell what's in the tube? Or shall we leave it closed?
No, I think we keep it closed for now.
Okay.
Does it look like anything familiar?
How many foot-long black metal tubes do you know?
I mean, I'm just wondering if it's a normal ship thing. I'm a wild spacer. I may have seen
It doesn't look
before.
like a ship thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not something I'm familiar with.
Anybody have a detect magic cantrip up?
I don't have a cantrip, but I do have detect magic. However, it's not a spell I have prepared.
Detect magic is a ritual, which means you can sit here thinking about how much you wish you could cast it for 10 minutes, and then you can cast it.
Oh, okay. In that case, can we sit here
No.
for 10 minutes while I cast it?
Well,
Sure,
either that or
Everybody cool with that?
well, we can search the other room while you're working on that
Okay.
and
Okay.
kind of work our way down. I don't know if you might want to hold off on it till we
Well,
get done with the
she
ship, though.
she can start thinking about how much she
Yeah.
wants to cast it. It's going to
Oh,
take 10 minutes. All right. So you come and search the chair room.
Mm-hmm. More perception.
Yes, please.
Well, couldn't be lucky twice.
Nope.
Start looking around too. Why not?
Oof.
Because my head still hurts. That's why.
Reggie,
It's much better. I'm just not used to it.
because he enjoys examining the bodies of dead
He's
elephants.
just trying to figure out if they're edible.
Finds a strange object lying on the floor near the dead, decapitated captain. It is a blue stone, like roughly D20 sized. Fred, thank you very much, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Have you been checking it out just here on Twitch, or have you been checking it out on YouTube? Because all of the campaigns are set up on YouTube and are all playlisted, so you can watch all of them from beginning to current.
Excuse me.
I'll go ahead and take the stone over to Maeve.
Okay, doke.
And add it to the pile.
Okay.
While you're at it, check this. While you're at it, check this.
I believe I have no. Is there a limit on the objects I can check with this?
It'll just detect everything that is magical within a certain radius. It won't tell you
Okay.
what. It won't identify the item. It just basically gives you yes nos.
Wait,
Right.
Maeve, just hold that thought for now. We'll deal with it when we get back to ship.
Well, I mean,
I can do that.
it's going to take another 8 minutes for her to be able to cast it. So
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right. Well,
we've still got a
yeah,
lot more ship.
Wait, just because we have a sealed container, and I'd rather not bring it back to the ship
No, you have a point. You have a
without.
Well, plus we also have the armor that we haven't checked either, so.
Yeah.
We probably want to do it before we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now there's still a guy down, locked in somewhere that we need
There's
to.
still some areas we haven't looked through at all. Not many, but there's one or two places we haven't gone out on balconies or something like that, I think.
Yeah, we do still need to clear the rest of the ship.
well, you walk out on that
Like, I don't
balcony
even think
and
we
it's
opened
open,
that door below us yet.
and it's open and it's fine.
Okay. And I think there may have been one other level that we didn't do that on either.
Yeah, this one here.
Here. Yeah. So we should check this door as well.
And empty.
Okay.
It just leads to a veranda outside of the ship.
Okay. That's what I thought about all those, but if we're going to be
Right.
thorough, let's be thorough.
Oh,
You'll
might as
notice I
well
pulled you
search
through in a direction that didn't show you what was behind the door.
this
It was
time.
this door that was locked, and somebody else was back here.
Correct.
All right, that was that room, and the other room had been checked. And
These
then
two-
it was just this portal at the end here, right?
Right. Which would be,
That goes to the main
yeah,
deck, doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So that just goes to the deck, so that's fine.
Okay.
Head out, make sure. Yep.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
So we've checked everywhere else, right?
Yes.
So
All right.
for that room.
So yeah, the room thing. I mean,
Let's see how they handle this, chat. I don't know if they're going
the
to
good news for what it's worth
or
is
not.
we know those two didn't agree with each other, and one of them already attacked us. So
Yeah, you know what? This is Gordon not taking any chances.
oh yeah,
We're, charging up the tie and getting a firebolt ready as well, just in case.
but
Does he do that?
I mean, I guess maybe that's concentrating on what she's doing. So I guess she can finish that up first.
Yeah.
Could she do that while she was walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's probably almost done.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I could walk and chew bubblegum if I was inclined to chew bubblegum, because I'm not, because I'm a cat, because it's not flavored like meat.
Meat flavored
Meat-flavored
bubble gum.
bubblegum.
Somebody Google search that for me. I want
You know
barbecue
I'm gonna
bubble
have
gum.
to now.
Because now we got to see if
I want
there's
barbecue bubble gum.
It's called beef jerky.
It's called beef jerky.
Roast beef bubblegum, available on Amazon.
There we go.
There's also
Now I
bacon
regret-
gumballs.
Minor mystery solved.
Okay. Well,
Now
that's the
somebody
thing.
has to get me that for Christmas, just so I can try
Challenge
it.
accepted.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody wanna ask?
So are you guys
Yeah.
back?
Who's gonna open? Yeah, there's a freeze warming.
Did you find the sirloins?
Yes, we did.
Did you kill the sirloins?
They are all dead.
Oh, good. Are you guys okay? Sirloins are tough.
We're fine.
Okay.
We're kind of ass kicking, almost murder hobos.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just listening. I'm going to make an insight check that I'm probably going to fail.
Okay.
Listening to the way he's talking. And responding.
What are you attempting to insight?
Just to pick up his two things. One, his general the sincerity of his general tone in terms of like our welfare and that kind of thing. And two, there was another thing in my head 5 seconds ago. I swear to God, there was. Just whether it sounded like he was trying not to say something else that would have been like additional information or something. Did those things make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It was genuinely interested in whether or not you had found the Sirlons.
Although that could be fair regardless.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. Ask him how he got in there again.
I was waiting to see if there's anything else.
I was originally hiding from the Sirlons, and then I was hiding in here, and then the pirates broke in looking for stuff, and I fought off one of the pirates, and then the pirates locked me in the room.
I mean, I guess there's worse things they could have done. Reg, you still sense the thing? You sense any more things?
Well, actually, that's a question. Does that ability detect living?
It would only
Of the
detect
type?
living, yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll do. It'll take me a minute to do it, but yeah, I can check.
You still detect aberrations within 1 mile. Or more to point, at least one out. When I say aberrations, I mean at least one, because
Yeah.
it's
Right,
a yes,
right,
no.
It's a yes, no. Yeah.
There's still something near.
Okay. And we're pretty sure we've looked everywhere else.
Well, you also still have 2 locked rooms on the floor below as well.
Oh, we do.
There wasn't someone on the other side of those doors talking, but there were still 2 locked doors.
Okay. So then, let's rule out those 2 rooms then.
Yeah.
We'll be back again. We're gonna step away again.
Okay. You're not going to leave me stuck in here, right?
No.
No, that's definitely not what's going to happen.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. And the
I mean,
As we're walking away, I'm gonna whisper, why aren't we letting them out?
We're trying to narrow down the amount of potential hidden adversaries that are in our midst. Same reason we didn't let him out the first time. The first person we ran in, what's his name we ran into? I forgot it already. Benny, that's it.
Yeah,
Right,
Benny the
so-
traitor.
We ran into, yeah, I
Backstabbing
mean,
Benny.
like literally.
See, he in fact was never a traitor because he in fact was never a human.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true. He was never a traitor. He was just never on our side to begin with.
Exactly.
Which doesn't necessarily mean whether or not this other guy is, but we don't have to have him with us to do exactly what Penny just did.
Right.
When we're not done searching yet. That's why we're leaving him in here for the moment.
Where was it?
You guys had gone in there. No, actually, no, you hadn't.
Ring doors.
Take that back. You had not gone in there because you found stairs and went up the stairs instead. So you have these two doors here, and then you have a closet over here, and another small area over here.
Yeah, I thought there were still places we hadn't been to. That's why it was. Yeah.
That should be it in theory.
Yeah,
All right,
those should be the last three doors that you haven't opened
Let's
yet.
knock the closets out of the way first.
Right.
If they look closets, let's knock them out of the way first.
I mean, judging by the shape of the vessel, you know that those
door
are tiny
and-
areas, right?
Because it couldn't fit anything really big.
All right, are we ready to open the door?
But we're still checking the closets.
That's what I meant.
Yes, we are ready to open the closet door.
And
All right,
no.
Green Ranger.
when the whole charge up and everything, because that's the thing.
And this is the one that is locked, yes?
Correct.
Yeah, so we have to.
Well, I guess we'll have to see about cutting it open.
Yeah, unless anybody knows how to
Okay.
pick biological locks.
Starting. I'm not saying that a fight's going to break out, but it is. But what I'm saying is, if you are focusing on a ritual spell and combat happens, the time that you spent on the ritual is gone because you go into combat. So,
So yeah, if you're almost done and want to finish that first, Maeve,
so
go
there's
ahead.
like a minute left. If you guys just want to go, you know what? Let's not risk anything.
Just wait one more minute.
Okay.
Okay. We can wait.
The breastplate armor, the small, the small round D20 like blue gemstone, and an object inside of the black tube, not the black tube itself, because you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
All appear to glow.
All right. Well, something inside the tube is magical. The stone is definitely magical, and the armor is also definitely magical.
Wow. Okay.
I already engaged to the meta a little bit earlier, but yeah. Anyway, okay, so are we prepped for this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can't get more specific information on them yet, so we may as well just.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yep.
All right.
All right, everybody get in, positions you'd want to be in if something jumps out of the closet.
Yep.
Actually,
I think I'm
wait a minute.
On the ready line to do the Zerky Bernie thing.
Is there a obvious locking mechanism, or would there be a key per se, or is it?
It's probably like a swish pattern on a phone. Like there's a certain motion you have to do on the
Okay.
membrane to unlock it.
Okay.
Okay. That's interesting.
I mean, thieves' tools I could.
fascinating. However,
Yeah, thieves' tools I could try, but I'd probably be at disadvantage because I'm pretty certain I've never dealt with
You can
biomechanics.
use these tools, though?
Oh yeah, Remember,
Yeah.
kids,
And you
I was not
probably-
always a
You're
cook.
the one who doesn't always speak common. Yeah. So then it's possible that you would have some insight into the kind of switching pattern used to unlock it. It would be
I mean,
related.
kind of, yeah.
Remote
Like,
possibility.
mechanically, he has the exact same chance as any other
Right.
door of the same difficulty.
So yeah, I still say it's Gordon's job to
All right, Gordon,
try and
Yeah.
pop a door, buddy. We're gonna
what are
move
we gonna
these two
use?
like
Sleight of
that.
hand?
Yep, sleight of hand with advantage for your thieves tools.
Cool.
I will hold an action for if there's
Avon
anything
calling?
offensive.
Yep. I'm assuming everyone is doing an Avon calling, hold an action.
yeah.
Okay.
15.
15.
Good thing, too, because I saw
15
no
is it.
came up. Oh, good.
And
So,
as you unlock the door, what do you do?
as it goes open, basically just as I am ready to put in the last sequences, I'm about ready. 3, 2, 1. Do the last, and then duck right the hell over into this side,
Okay, doke.
into this corner over here.
Okay. The door will open, and inside you will see
Goo.
a 7-foot tall, like mottled green and white and yellow furred monstrosity.
Oh, great.
That's her. Okay.
Just
It's-
shut the door again and lock it.
It's in fact a quaggoth. You know this because you already found the bodies of several, so you already identified them.
Okay.
So everybody roll initiative, and the first round of initiative will be doing our attacks of opportunity from everybody, holding their action for Avon calling.
Got it.
So basically, this is just an opportunity to decide what order the attacks of opportunity go in.
Gotcha.
All right, Noctis is first.
A couple seconds.
Bleh. That's a miss.
Noctis misses Noctis.
And this is
Yeah, that I think
Well,
that
to be fair, Noctis misses everything with a 10.
Yeah.
So
okay, fair.
and it is the held action, yes?
correct. So it is just one attack. It is one act of attacking, not an entire attack action.
Okay, so
Um,
it's just one attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Quaggoth doesn't get to do anything. Bacon does not have a held attack, so it will be Ari, who is not back yet. So Sadie.
Yes. I think I will do poison spray. It works on a creature. It's conjuration. It's an at-will spell.
Mhm.
Standard roll.
And it's normally a range of 10 feet, but I'll give it to you because this map is weird and you might be within 10 feet of him because of the placement. So I will roll his constitution and you get to roll damage.
Coming.
He terribly fails his constitution save and you do 16 points of damage.
Owie.
Wow. I mean, it's.
And he's now
I'm sorry.
poisoned, right?
It's just not as nice as gently caressing acid, but
It still works.
Is what it is.
it is. What it
He takes poison damage. He does not have the poisoned condition.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Like you can do fire damage without lighting a target on fire. Same idea.
Okay.
And Ari, we skipped you because you weren't here, so go ahead and take
Oh,
your
Bacon already went that fast? Okay, sorry.
your attack
I thought
of
I-
opportunity.
Take
take your Eldritch Blast of opportunity for Avon calling.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
No worries, Fred. 17 will hit.
Okay. First one.
Yep.
Now start over.
Uh-huh. That will
See,
miss.
that one. Yeah. So, still may not get to go, though.
And so now we will actually
I got a
begin.
12 and I got a 16. That's
Now we will actually begin combat with Noctis going first.
Oh no. This is first turn of combat, yes?
This is now the first turn of combat, so now all of your Gloomstalker stuff works,
Yes.
and the creature is already bloodied, and it has not had a chance to act yet.
Poor thing.
Oh, that's
Let's go.
unfortunate. It
I was-
really is. I feel for him.
Because it's Noctis' turn.
And
And that's 8 points of damage.
there.
Okay.
The second of my actual attack round.
While it has 10 hit points or fewer, the Quaggoth has advantage on attack rolls and deals an additional 7 damage anytime it attacks. So that's good information that it won't get to use.
Well, here's hoping.
Okay.
We'll use Savage Strikes to reroll that.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want it to get a chance to use that.
I'm just rolling this attack so I can roll damage.
Yep. I reset his hit points so that it can track correctly.
Same damage. Now for my
One worse, so you get to
action.
keep the original one. Okay.
Gloomstalker attack.
Gloomstalker attack. Hits.
And this has the additional 1d8 added onto it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. 9 points.
Okay.
Didn't even get to use my bonus action.
That's okay. He didn't either. If it makes you feel better.
Wow. We killed that thing real fast.
That was a challenge rating 2 creature that didn't even get to swing.
Oh.
Poor baby.
A challenge rating 2 brawler that didn't even get to swing.
I didn't even get to guide
Sorry,
bolted.
Dad.
I was in the guiding bolted.
Okay.
Sucks to be it. You know.
So,
Second.
To
second
recap.
verse?
to recap, swishy. Door opens. Gordon rolls to the side. The Incredible Hulk's little cousin shows up. The Incredible Hulk's little cousin falls over dead. What do you guys do next?
Second verse? Same
Check
as the
the
first?
Here's the first.
Well,
Check the room.
I remember the
This closet, before
and-
you leave, this
Check the closet.
this little closet smells
Horrible.
terrible.
I can check it. I can hold my breath.
That's true.
I don't need to breathe at all. I'll check it.
That's true. You can check
Okay.
it. We can both check it. We're good.
Inside this closet, you find,
Yep.
aside from the dead Quaggoth,
Yes, after the dead Quaggoth.
you find racks of roughly football-sized eggs. Several of them have been like cracked open and whatever was in them eaten by the Quaggoth.
Quaggoth.
Okay then.
What normally lays eggs that would be relevant to the crew of this vessel?
Nature check.
Nature
Okay,
check.
I'm gonna roll for nature.
Why not? We'll give it a try.
Do I have advantage on this?
Yes, you
Oh.
do, because they're an aberration.
Hey.
Never mind. I've never seen an egg before in my life.
Reggie and Maeve are aware that these are sirloin eggs.
So,
Oh dear.
I say we smash them.
so smashy or breakfast? What's the protocol here?
Oh no.
Do they taste
no.
good?
I'm really
eggs,
not
I
going
don't
to suggest it.
I mean,
I ain't eating that.
you could always bring back one or two for Reggie to make an omelet.
I mean, they're not going to
I
spring
mean, I
out
can make an
full-size-
omelet out of it, but I'll try it. We'll take back one to
Okay.
try it.
I mean,
but
they're not going to
only
spring out
Reggie will
full-size
eat it.
eggs. It's not like
Right.
it's not like this is a credible threat.
I mean, even xenomorphs need like 6 hours.
Yeah, like seriously, it's if you want to take one back, I'm sure it's fine. So smashy the rest of them, right?
Yeah, please,
Okay.
and thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Someone who's not made of goo, smash them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I mean, I have a bat. Let
Yeah.
me get in there.
There's nothing hard on me. I can't smash it. I can pick it up and throw it. That'd be about it.
Like an egg.
Even my clothes aren't hard. There's like nothing hard here at all. All right, so
Right, round 2. Let's go.
second verse, same
All
as the
right.
first.
So Sadie breaks all the things. And then Gordon walks over to the other door. And again, tries to unlock it. And everybody gets ready for Avon calling.
Right?
And so... Advantage! Yep, I'm pretty certain we're good. 'Cause I had practice in the last one.
Yep.
And then, as usual, 3, 2, 1, and get out of the way, and what the hell?
And just a closet. Some
oh,
supplies.
good.
Like menial materials.
And no more eggs.
No more eggs.
Okay.
It's not a Sterlon infirmary.
And it looks like there's
Honestly, the Strons probably wouldn't have
that's
survived
gotta
on
be
their
neat.
own, but who knows?
I'm betting
All
that's an eject port.
Ah, there's another big room on the other side of the hall, is there not?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
go check it out.
All right.
Oh, Reggie, how are we feeling about abominations or aberrations? We still got them?
Let me check after this next room.
Copy.
Okie doke. Who wants to pull open the door? Or is it locked? I don't remember.
They are not locked.
Okay.
We just skipped them to go upstairs, that's all.
And even though I have 2 doors there, it's actually only 1 door.
Is it one door on both sides?
Sorry, nice and I. Yes. It's
Okay.
one big
So I can see
20-foot
straight
wide
through
portal.
from here.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so are we doing a thing here?
So, fun fact,
Yes.
accidentally on our Thursday game, the first name of my character is the name of one of our replacement players. And
oh no.
like every
What's-
time Morgan goes, so Nathan, what do you do
Oh,
next?
no.
He keeps having to check swing himself.
What? Oh,
Nice.
whoops.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So as the door opens, you see a 5-foot platform of stairs leading up to a large pool,
Oh,
which
no.
is softly glowing.
Oh, no. Is this one of those weird breeding pool kinds of things that aliens have?
Seth, you are an alien.
I am not!
So am I.
Oh, you are to me. I mean,
That's precisely my point.
Good news is for Gordon, he can see everything in this room because it's well lit from the pool.
yes.
Okay, well, this is this fishing goo, which is similar to the fishing goo, which is out here.
No, this is something different.
All right, someone's gonna have to get closer to it. I'm sorry to say that, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, someone's gonna have to take a closer look.
Have I heard of what this might be?
Yes, but you won't be sure until you can look into it to know for sure. And until
Look
then,
familiar to
and
anybody?
until then, Reggie can assume that Noctis's suspicions are correct.
Well, creep up to the edge and
You creep up to the
inside.
edge, and inside, swimming in this pearlescent liquid, you see thousands of what almost look like tiny,
Tadpoles.
diminutive, like part shrimp, part tadpole kind of
Oh.
things.
Oh.
Hmm.
Reggie, would you like to get a closer look? Would you like
Hell
to
no.
get a closer look? Like
Just dunk my head in
maybe
it.
just like put your eye right up against the edge of
Nope,
the water.
Just dunk my head in. No.
So,
Yeah.
Reg, fire? What's the verdict?
Cold.
Poison? Can I use poison on the vat?
Cold
What-
might
what
work.
is it? What is it, Reg?
Oh, the illithid spawn.
That's got to be a lot of
Couple.
couple.
That's a yuck. Big
Right.
yuck.
They should probably kill them off before we leave.
Yeah. I would say, how does one do that?
Oh,
Slurpy slurpy time?
I mean, could just
it
drop things.
could work.
I mean, it's
Right?
guaranteed to do enough damage to kill an illithid tadpole.
I'm okay with this. It sounds like a pretty thorough way to do it.
Yeah, I'm
Although-
thinking.
Though we may want to move the other dude.
What's his name first?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. release the guy
This
from-
room actually has a fairly vaulted ceiling, so
Oh, it is?
yeah,
So it wouldn't be in the way of.
yeah, because like his room is going to wind up being like over here. So with this ceiling being as vaulted as it is, if you center it like here to catch the whole pool, but be
Yeah.
pushed away, the dome will wind up not quite catching him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm okay with using my other spell slot to do that. That's a lot of
It's a lot of potential illithids.
that's a lot of potential with the babies. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah,
That's a lot of
let's
potential
me
suckers.
engage the slurp. I think.
Okay. All right. Everybody, back off. Just be on the safe side.
Oh yeah.
Slurp.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Nope.
There we go.
What? There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So the slurp drops down, and you guys just sit back for a few seconds while watching the tentacles roll and fold and lap in the pool, and you hear like it might be a hissing noise, it might be a high-pitched scream of pain. Yeah, it's that sound where you're unsure which direction it's going. All
It might
you
be
know,
air trying to escape from a hole too small for it. You know.
yeah, all you know is that after about 7 or 8 seconds of this, the noise stops.
Okay.
Give it another 20 seconds.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's just absolutely.
We can wait.
It lasts for about a minute. That's not a long time to sit around and listen to the gentle sounds of slurping. Be on this
Okay. So
a little later.
yeah, after a minute, you go back and you look, and the pool that formerly had thousands and thousands of tadpoles swimming around in it is magically clean.
Yay! I just won an entire war
That's
against the other.
that's what we're going
My
with.
work here is done.
Magically clean.
Well, I just won a whole war. My work here is done.
Magically
So it was just a bunch of soap scum, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That was hundreds, if not thousands, of things that will never become illithids.
And I'm
There you
We
go.
already just committed a
I
genocide,
can go
didn't
say,
we?
Reg.
Take a look.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. DM is
You know what?
nodding.
Don't care. Those things, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. I do know.
This
You're
spell's-
awful.
Happy birthday, Reg. Okay, let's go. Hey, so is
So-
it time now? Check again. Check again. Any?
Yeah.
You still sense any? You know, that was a
Yeah.
lot of aberrant little.
Go ahead and check again.
Okay. You still detect aberrations within 1 mile.
Crap.
There's still something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's go
All right.
open the door.
Yeah,
No,
just
it's something within 1 mile.
Yeah,
Just keep that
Which
in
means
mind. This is an
theoretically,
asteroid field.
out in the asteroid
Yeah.
field.
Right.
Theoretically, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that I'm out of spell slots. So. just,
Thankfully, I've
you know,
got a few. So,
just so you know.
However, I'm not.
Okay.
hey,
All right.
You guys ready to go back up?
Yeah.
Upstairs.
We
Okay.
checked everything, right? Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
I have a terrifying feeling we're about due for a break. In the not nice kind of way.
yeah, really. Okay.
Cliffhanger break coming up.
So, I'm going to regret this. I go actually knock on the door really loudly.
Oh, good, you're back.
You can't open the door from that side?
It's locked on the outside. I can't open it. I'm not out there.
And I look at Gordon as if to ask, is it? I mean, not that I have expressions, but I cock my head just so, like, is it?
Okay.
Gordon, give me investigation advantage because you have thieves' tools.
on.
And Reggie can give me investigation advantage because it's an illicit device.
I like how much illicit sounds like illicit. I'm just
Yeah.
pointing that out. And I go,
Gordon, you're pretty sure that, yeah, this might actually only lock on the outside. Like if it's similar to like you walk over, because if this is similar to the other 3 rooms on this floor, you walk over and you're like looking at the panels and you're looking at the membrane on the inside and the outside, and there is a tactile difference. So it is possible that
Okay.
they may in fact be childproof doors. Yeah, it could happen.
No, the Quaggoth couldn't get out, so.
I mean, fair. Okay, so to the guy. Okay. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to get the door open. When I get the door open, you're going to be on the floor, head down, hands behind your back. If you're any position other than that, there's going to be a problem. And you might get hurt.
Well,
which room is it? I'm sorry, GM. Which room is it?
the one that is currently locked.
This one here.
Um,
Sorry, this one here.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Clearly, we were all looking like we were at different doors. I wanted to make sure everybody where they wanted to
The
be.
only issue is I don't think that's anatomically possible. The hands behind the back part. I can do the rest of it. Dun dun dun.
He's a plasmoid, isn't he?
Dun, dun, dun.
Then he could fake it. Get as close as you can. You gotta open the door one way or another anyway. So.
You gotta open this door.
Hold on.
Fair, okay.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Everybody,
Get where you want to be.
get your Avon calling actions ready, because I don't trust this.
I'm gonna go with poison. Should I
Okay.
get closer?
No, that's within 10 feet of the front of the. Yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine from there.
Okay.
That can reach whatever's on the other side of the door, assuming it's right up against like assuming it's on the square directly behind the door, you'd be able to reach it. If it's farther back than that, you wouldn't. So you're probably okay.
Okay.
So sleight of hand advantage, etc., etc.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. The door, she is unlocked.
And since I can't prep an action, 3, 2, 1. Open the door and again duck back here. Oh,
Okay.
Jesus!
And what you see,
Oh,
what you see is a the fuck. What you see is a multi-eyed, multi-tentacled creature with 4 like arachnid legs, but it's not 4, it's not 8, it's only 4, so 4 quasid legs, 4 spider-like limbs underneath of it that it currently has splayed out, 2 smaller limbs up front that have like lobster claws. Okay. Lobster pincery claws. A series of small mandible-like feeders in front of its mouth. Continuing this motion for dramatic effect. And there are several nodules on its back that kind of swell and pulse a little bit. About a dozen nodules, shall we say. About 8 of them are swelling and pulsing, shall we say.
sure, let's say.
It is belly down, 4 legs sprayed out, head up against the where the door was, and its lobster claw arms are like kind of tucked back a little, like they're
Like,
in what you can only assume is an awkward position for it to try to hold in.
but but it actually does look like it's trying to be in a surrender position.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
It is on the ground.
It's prone.
That also worked. It is on the ground, so it is considered prone. Remember that for your actions if you choose to take them. Its limbs are as peeled back as they can be, and its face was squished against the door, quote, getting, quote, as close as it can.
Yeah. I caught that. That's fine.
It has specifically, literally followed instructions.
Do I have any clue what it is?
Yeah, that's more the question.
Yeah, really.
Because
This game system doesn't give me an answer to that question, but something I'm currently working on would, so let me look up my own notes.
okay, because I don't know my lithids well, but this doesn't. It
It's not
It is not an illithid.
We've
It might be illithid related, but it is not an illithid. Please give me a Arcana or investigation roll.
and I know neither.
Would I have advantage on this?
Hey, Mandolin. Yes, because it is in fact an aberration.
Might look fine.
And Reggie's dice are apparently D6s. They're 20-sided
Yes.
D6s.
It's funny. I D6.
Kind of scared of gray.
So Maeve recognizes the creature as actually Maeve and Seth would recognize the creature as a creature called a Nephalgu. And you both know that the common nickname or translation for Nathalgu is a brain collector.
Brain collector.
And you also know that it is an aberration. As in the creature type aberration, which means it's from a specific set of planes. And that's about as much as you got.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does it collect the brains of the dead or the living?
Well, that's a rather moot point because once it collects the brain, the target would in fact be dead.
Well, yes, but I mean,
Saying, is it harvesting from corpses or is it killing people? Is
You're
what she's
not sure.
asking.
To be fair, that is a valid distinction, and you're not sure.
And what did you call it again?
Nathalgu.
Nathalgu.
I shall put it into the chat.
So it is Nathalgu.
Yeah.
Okay. Reg, do Illithid normally have Nathalgu on ships?
No idea what this thing is.
I mean, they call it a brain collector, but... And it's still not moving, right?
Well, I mean, all of this just literally has been 6 seconds, so it's like, hi.
Hey, what you doing in there?
Trying not to get eaten by Sirlons.
Sirlons eat your people?
I mean, Sirlons eat every people.
I mean, to be fair, that's
Sure, yeah.
actually true.
I mean, about the only person on here that I don't think the Sirlons would eat would be, and it kind of, with a pincer without moving its arms, kind of tries to point towards Gordon, but it's kind of like really awkwardly, like you get the idea only because you know Gordon is a robot, that he's talking about Gordon, but the claw never makes it anywhere near pointing at Gordon.
Yeah, because robot, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How'd you get on the ship?
Why are we playing combat music?
I haven't started a combat.
Right?
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, I'm kind of ready for it.
Rather aggressive for a conversation.
I mean,
while he's not moving from the hands over the head position.
Yeah, like he's specifically looking, like we asked. So I'm not ready to start it yet.
Ariseth captured me and kind of kept me as a pet.
Was Ariseth the captain of the Illithid crew?
Yeah, that'd be him.
He's dead.
Good. Thank you. I didn't like that guy.
Okay. I don't think we can bring you back to our ship. Do you think you could maybe, repair this one and be okay?
No, I'm no technician. I couldn't repair a ship. Wait, let me check. No, I couldn't repair this ship.
Meaning none of the brains you already have in there can repair a ship.
Correct.
Okay, just making sure I understand how this works.
Yeah, I have a certain set of skills, and then the brains that I have access to have certain skills, and I can sometimes access those skills for short periods of time, but at the moment none of them would be able to help me to fix the ship.
Is there any kind of either Reg, does this fall in any category of someone you have a particular opinion on, or is there any kind of like intergalactic law I'm aware of about the status of these creatures, like, or anything like that we know whether they? Oh, it doesn't seem to be attacking. I mean, it might when we turn our backs. I don't know, but I'm just, I don't want to actively be a jerk.
Naya side.
You should show up on Tuesday. This one gets used pretty frequently.
And also this. No, I totally agree. Voice modulators are awesome. If you're playing online, if you don't have the opportunity to play with friends in the room, take full advantage of the technology you have and use voice modulators.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It gets used a lot. Actually, I think it gets used in the Saturday game as well sometimes.
Sometimes. Where was? Oh yeah, this was the planar.
Yeah.
And then we have the Ninja.
The Ninja.
Ah.
I miss the Ninja.
The Mini Ninja. Also known as the Ninja. Also known as Silly Sparkle Hands. Sparkle Hands!
Miss the Ninja. Right. So, Reg, you got a vengeance quest with these creatures?
So Reg fails rolls, but Reg also knows things. So
yeah. Now that we've given him the name of what it is, he should be able to refresh his memory.
They're aberrations. Okay, so they are originally from the far realm and exist in the astral plane. So by creature type, they are aberrations. They are often kept as pets / slaves / conscripted labor by illithids, because illithids are just naturally drawn to anything that does anything with brains, because the 90s weren't terribly creative with character development.
They're all about the brains.
So, but they aren't directly illithid. They aren't like from the same home world as the illithid. They're like, much like the Quaggoth, they are often servants of the illithid, but they're not directly related to them. And unlike the Quaggoth, Nethalgu are not inherently evil. They survive. They survive by eating brains. You could consider the average person is probably horrified by Nethalgu's diet as much as the average cow is probably terrified by a barbecue joint. Like, it's like, so to not like them makes sense. To have an aversion to them makes sense. To have outright aggression to them also arguably makes sense, even though they aren't necessarily outright aggressive to other things. They just eat brains.
Just how much you want to blame the tiger for trying to eat.
Yeah, they are big old spider zombies. They eat brains. Except that they are in fact generally of average intelligence, and sometimes are more intelligent if they've eaten a wizard's brain recently.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Kind of dig that. I like them. Out of game, of course. Reg? Thoughts?
I don't like it. But it also doesn't seem to be, on the surface at least, have an interest in.
When did you eat last, friend, and what do we call you?
I'm good for a while. I'm good for a while, probably a couple weeks at least. And um, the only name that I had, because my race doesn't, would have been in Illithid, and probably you wouldn't be able to speak anyway. So if you guys want to come up with something, I'm more than agreeable.
Okay, Bob.
Bob. Yeah, Bob is
Simple,
nice.
efficient.
I like Bob. Short, easy, same frontwards and backwards. Yeah,
It's
that's,
true.
that works. I can be a Bob. I can do Bob. Yeah. By the way, as he's saying this, you just see like the mandibles are just
Half a
excitedly
little
twittering. Like
handful.
he's like, yeah, I can be a Bob. Bob is good. I can Bob.
I
Well,
really,
Captain's gonna be surprised.
I mean, he hasn't attacked us. So, and if they don't normally, inherently, then I don't really have any particular motivation to just. It's like, you know, if
and
we broke into a bad guy's house and we found his dog, we wouldn't just, kill it because it's capable of fighting. So,
we fight all the time. So I mean, if it's brains it needs, there are bandits.
it's easy to feed it, right? I mean,
they can only hold 12 brains at a time. There's literally more than that in dead creatures on this ship alone, half of which you guys did.
seriously.
Yeah,
Yes, very, very true.
You could very easily keep this thing in brains and never actually be threatened by it.
Oh my god, we're talking about that now.
Gordon. Gordon. I don't suppose.
You leave me right the hell out of this. Hell no. No respect.
You're
Pirates.
you were not into making friends with Bob.
I'm really not into friends with making friends with Bob. No.
By the way, Bob, I do apologize for talking to you as if you were us talking about you as if you were not a sentient being. We just really were very surprised by you.
Very
I mean, to be fair, I get it, because I know how the pirates felt, and for what it's worth, I'm just kind of happy that you guys didn't shoot me as soon as the door opened.
I'm frankly pretty surprised it didn't happen. So,
Frankly, so's the GM. I expected spider. Okay.
all right, Gordon, are you okay with sorry about this, Bob. Gordon, are you okay with letting Bob live and finding some way for him to escape to his normal life?
What is normal?
Where
we
did
have
you
no
live
idea.
before?
I mean, generally, what would happen would be I would just be trying to go about my business until I have enough energy to be able to try to go back to the far realms.
Oh, you have a way to do that.
I'm not going to say that I specifically have a way to do it, but it's something that I'm going to try to do after I have enough energy.
Do you get the energy from the brains?
Yes.
Even though you're full right now? I mean,
I'm not.
you're not full. But you're
I'm
fine.
not full. I'm not hungry.
Okay.
When I get hungrier, I need to eat more brains. If I get full, I will try to go home.
Well,
If I am
You guys
kept
just
neither
trying to
full
help
nor
Bob try to
hungry,
go home?
if I'm kept neither full nor
Okay.
hungry, I can attempt to use my will to stay here and do things that sentient races in this weird plane would do.
Oh yeah, I imagine this
'Cause-
plane's pretty weird
Because
to you.
you're all really
You're very
weird. And
I
and I hope you don't mind
No
me
offense.
saying this, really creepy looking.
no offense taken.
No offense taken.
I mean, like him, and he points to Gordon and Reggie. They both wear they both wear their bones on the outside, but one's metal and one's not. And then you don't have any bones.
I got none.
And then she has bones on the inside. So you guys are really weird. Like you're not even built the same.
I mean, I can at least do this and make
You're
myself
all
a semblance of his shape.
very different.
So that might be even weirder to you.
Yeah, because now you're just like a liquid me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's probably too weird. I go back to my normal shape.
Not much better, gotta tell you.
Okay. Cool. That's
Well,
all right. Totally
Do
understand.
you want to
Oh,
come
we've
out
got-
of the closet there?
oh.
I mean, in a completely non-allegorical sense, sure.
We've got some fresh. What were those other things? Sorlon.
Sorlon.
The Sorlons, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some
well,
fresh Sorlon running around. It's really
Right.
fresh.
Possibly a little bit pickled, but
I mean, you know.
A little bit. Yeah. A bit of a bite if there's any acid left. But well chilled.
I actually can't eat those. They don't digest right.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, well.
It's
Surprising,
weird. I'm
really.
gonna chalk it up to this plane being strange, but the only thing that I can eat and get any nourishment from are humanoids. So
how
anything
many of
that
the pirates?
yeah, pirates work.
not so weird though.
But like the like other aberrations doesn't work. Constructs obviously doesn't work. Undead is just icky. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't want that. That's
Yeah.
I totally get that. That's fine. Okay,
I just
well,
had a mental image of a quiet dining evening between the Nathalgu and Reggie over a plate of elf brains.
Oh, why would you? Oh, why? Why would you? Oh, good boy.
And the caption is, "See, we're not so different after all."
Deuce, I hate you.
Me too.
Oh, that hurts my brains. That hurts.
oh my god, that's great. Okay.
Yuck. Very yuck.
Rat, bastard, illegitimate son of a dispossessed locust pilot.
I mean, Bob has not attacked us. That's
No,
kind of
okay, no.
summary of
Bob
my.
Bob has not attacked us.
We're bringing
I,
Bob.
I am
Like,
I am of the I am of the opinion, and he you swear he was grating his teeth, though he doesn't actually have any. I am of the opinion we let him do janitor duty on the ship and try to do effity buy mode.
I mean, even if everybody's okay with just, like helping him get somewhere else, he could have as close as natural life as he could. I mean, I'm just saying, I'd feel pretty bad leaving a sentient being here to eventually starve to death because everything else here is gone.
I try to surrender. Oh.
I mean,
Just being paranoid. I know I'm just being paranoid.
I know it's valid. It's a completely understandable emotion. I myself actually don't really have a brain. I don't even think, would there be anything in me you could even eat, Bob? I don't really have a brain.
I mean,
Or can you just eat neural fiber in general?
I'm gonna say that mechanically speaking,
Yeah.
he would be able to consume a plasmoid for mechanical reasons only.
But he wouldn't get rid of it.
Rather than a nicely tight packed roast, it would be more like spaghettis. But
Right.
but yeah, It would take him a
Technically,
while,
we
and
have
he
to
probably
do
wouldn't
all-
enjoy it, but it would be nourishment because the
Okay,
rule
alright.
is primal plane humanoid. So you
Right.
check all the boxes.
I mean, I'm not inherently humanoid so much as I can look humanoid.
No,
But
your
would have
your
to
creature
be
type is humanoid.
Oh, okay,
desperate.
okay. So officially in the rule book, according to the rules.
Yeah.
Um.
I will double check that. But
Okay. I mean, I'm more curious than anything else.
I am now
it's-
too.
It's more
I'm
academic.
looking forward to the conversation we're gonna have with the captain about this.
I'm glad
what
one of us is.
I'm suggesting. What's that?
I'm glad one of us is.
What I'm suggesting is that I mean we we came on a boarding boat, right? We only had the one, right?
Yes.
I mean, I am willing to talk to the captain first and ask permission to bring Bob aboard. Gordon's like, no, I don't even want one person splitting off this party. Or at least to be able to see. I mean, like if we had extra boats around, like we could let him go somewhere. I don't. To leave him here or not give him somewhere to go is tantamount to killing him. There's no difference.
What I can do,
Unless you can swim through soup.
I can't swim, but as long as no one's going to shoot me if I cast a spell,
As long as it's not against one of us.
I can do this, and he creates a 3-foot diameter. It looks almost like a shield made out of eldritch energy, floating 3 feet above the ground.
Okay.
And it's like in the square outside the door between Bob and Reggie.
A floating disc kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, what I could do is I could like climb up onto it and like hold a rope, and then someone on the jolly boat could hold the other end of the rope.
I believe I actually do have a rope.
And I mean, if I'm 50 feet away, with the exception of very long-ranged spells, I'm really not any kind of a threat. And I trust you guys to not just let go of the rope in the middle of nowhere and leave me stranded. But I'm kind of trusting you guys anyway, so...
Great.
You know...
I'm okay with toning him back and talking to the captain. I mean, what the captain says goes. Bob, you understand that, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Fortunately, I
something-
can't.
Well, also, that may not be necessary if there's enough available for him to try to get himself home now.
Right, but
I
there's
see
no other fresh humanoid brains around. The attack was a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Pirates and everything. They're all decayed. There's
Well,
nothing.
the pirate brains wouldn't necessarily be decayed, but they also would not be... They would already have synaptic damage. They would already have started to break down,
Not
so...
full nourishment.
Right.
So, and he can't eat the Sorlons. So there is not here on the ship enough for him to eat to try to get home. So we have to temporarily either... Again, sorry, Bob. Our only choices are to, kill him outright, leave him here to die, or feed on anyone else that comes to check out the derelict ship that we're probably going to destroy on our way out anyway. Or take him with us long enough to let him go somewhere else. I mean, we either have to take him somewhere or leave him here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to more thoroughly destroy the ship on our way out. So basically, we're either taking him with, at least temporarily, or killing him. There's unfortunately not much in between. Again, Bob, really sorry for the bluntness, but
I mean,
the only way to
you're
make
just
these
saying what
decisions-
everybody's thinking anyway, so we're fine.
yeah,
I say we
So
take him with us.
At least long enough to talk to the captain. And I mean, you could always use him to intimidate our other guest. Sorry.
Okay,
That's
you know what?
Sorry.
Nope. You said that like
You sold
That just got Gordon on board.
you sold Gordon on the idea of, Reggie and Bob getting together and having a polite candlelight dinner over Astral Elf Brain.
Oh my god, they both love him. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh god.
That's not a game.
That's a nice Chianti.
That was not a game.
And some fava beans.
and some fava beans and empty.
Alright, so we're all on board with throwing it back, huh?
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Okay.
It's all ice elementals. Okay.
So you get to the deck of the ship. Bob behind you. Just realized I'm the one responsible
goodness
for making that
gracious.
happen. Boop, 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 boop. You get to the deck of the ship. Bob behind you. The four of you
Watch all this work, and the captain will have a vengeance.
all get on the
against
boat.
them.
Bob, 50 feet behind, holding a rope.
Oh my god, this is really happening.
And you start to pilot your way back across the soup from the Nautilus back to the Wandering Glider.
Okay. We are now effectively the motorboat towing behind us a soup surfing spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the
And when
We
you are
need
about
an illustration for this.
20 feet short of making it back onto the Wandering Glider,
Okay.
you see rising up from the darkness behind the asteroid field
Okay.
There we go.
a large Black Widow shaped spider-like vessel.
Oh crap. The Hoagie.
And that's where we'll take
Okay.
our break.
Yay!
Because we are way late on our break. So that's where we're going to
Way
take our
late
break.
on our break.
That's true.
I just wanted to finish the stuff with Bob before we took a break. In
We had no
hindsight, I
clue
should have
how long the stuff with
done the
Bob was
break before the stuff with Bob, but
Yeah.
this is what happens. So we're going to take our break. If you're in chat, hang around, ask questions in chat of me or any of our players, and we will all be back in just a minute.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
So we come back, and right before we left for break, you guys were in a jolly boat rowing a Tensor's Disc star surfing Nathalgu back to the Wandering Glider.
Like you do.
Still, yeah, as one does. Jeez. That's still just so wrong. Anyway.
And as you are about, let's say, 30 or 40 feet from making it onto the Wandering Glider, you see a massive spider-shaped vessel. Appear above and behind the asteroid field, like coming out of hiding, moving towards its prey, coming up over the asteroids and like heading towards the Wandering Glider from behind the Nautilus vessel.
These aren't friends of yours, are they, Bob?
No, I can't say that they are.
Time to go. You said it was big, right? Like
It is a Nyogi warship. It's a slave raiding ship. It is big. It is capital ship sized.
So time to go. Is what I'm
And-
getting from.
As it comes up over the asteroid field, and you see the front legs like almost moving spider-like, trying to accelerate the ship by moving along the asteroid field, and you
Like
see
pulling
something,
asteroids.
and you see something in like one of the middle thoracic plates start to glow. You hear a noise that sounds like,
Oh, that can't be good.
and then you see a shell half the size of the wandering glider slam into the side of the Nyogi ship, followed by a second shell of exactly the same size slamming in about 15 meters behind it.
My man here. I'm looking for him.
You
Where is it?
turn and you see coming up from the other side, like just having dropped down out of astral speed, you see a grand bombard and a heavily front end damaged hammerhead.
Dude!
Let's go!
Boys!
At which point, the Nyogi cruiser, now listing heavily to the side, like drops down, turns, wheels away, and starts backpedaling as away from the asteroid field and away from the direction of the Rock of Brawl as fast as it can.
Oh, I may kiss that admiral.
And
I imagine we are in short order saluting the crew of the Grand Bombard.
And that means we will all be back shortly on the deck of the Wandering Glider. I have to bring over somebody new.
You have to bring over somebody new.
Come on, Bob.
So you guys,
I mean, if other people can have a mimic doorbell, why can't we have a Bob?
right? I mean, it seems reasonable.
Have you seen the kind of, pets / party members / sidekicks we have in Light and Darkness?
I mean,
it's not that much weirder.
it's fine. It's all fine. At least you didn't try to bring back a
Fine.
Quaggoth.
How are
Those
you?
things are not housebroken.
Oh,
Well,
now.
well.
Archibald
Good evening,
will
Mom.
love this.
I was a bit terrified that we were going to have to try to do a boarding action for you while also trying to outrun a Nyogi spider vessel, and that wouldn't have what in blazes.
Hey, Archie.
Hey,
So
meet
this is Bob.
They named me Bob.
So this is Bob.
Bob.
But Bob is
Bob.
Yes. And Archibald pulls down his pith helmet a little bit further on his forehead.
Bob is an Thalgu who was
Stranded.
I guess I want to say a prisoner of the crew of the
Still at the chip.
Nautilus ship. So, I guess that's an appropriate term. So we didn't think it was right to just, leave him there. But of course, Captain's wish goes. But figured we'd at least give him the opportunity to get off that thing before. Presumably, we're going to finish blowing that thing up before we leave, right?
Out of the 3 vessels we have, the only one that's going to be able to keep up with it when it tries to run is us, and we ain't fighting it alone.
Oh
That's
no,
the
I meant the
captain.
Nautilus.
What's that?
I meant the Nautilus.
Oh, the Nautilus.
Blow up the Nautilus.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean,
I don't even want that thing left here derelict and possibly repairable. Hopefully that spider's gone. We should,
yeah, the Nyogi spider ship. Yeah, that's the last you saw of it. It was hightailing it out, trying to duck shots from a Grand Bombard while trying to outrun a Hammerhead.
It was having a lot of fun.
It was in full on FD buy mode.
Yeah.
No, that was we're gonna have to meet up with the Admiral. So those 2 ships are coming to rendezvous with us. Did we know anything about this?
You're only a day outside of the Rock of Brawl,
Okay.
where they were headed as well.
Oh, okay. Where
They
we
just-
knew we were all headed.
They
Okay.
just caught up to you.
Oh, okay. Because we
Well, how much
Okay.
dynamite do you have?
I was thinking exactly the same thing, Mom.
excellence.
If someone were to be so kind as to help transport me over to the Nautiloid and back, I believe I may be able to make something of a show of it.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
Who wishes to volunteer? Looking at a certain bug.
Can help if you want. Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll make the popcorn because an Archibald show is always fun.
So Archibald goes down, and then you're making popcorn. You're getting the jolly boat ready, and you hear
And hot
about
chocolate.
you hear a few minutes
course.
later a grunting Archibald who has two packing crates, one on either shoulder being held in place by his hands. So 2 packing crates on his shoulders. One of them says Acme on the side. There's just collections of explosives and fireworks and gunpowder. And he sets them very carefully into the jolly boat. And he goes, "Well, I believe this ought to do the trick."
Excellent.
Only 2 boxes.
Looks wonderful.
Only 2 boxes.
Oh, yes.
No, come on, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Probably almost had a hernia pulling those things up here. Let's not pray it's good.
So the party will have a short rest
Okay.
while Archibald wires the Nautiloid.
Oh yeah.
You
get the spots back.
Yeah, you get your spell slots back. So a little bit longer than an hour, the jolly boat comes back, and Archibald goes below deck and pulls out a gun that you've never seen him use before.
Oh goody.
It looks similar to his field action blunderbuss, except the barrel is about 4 times the length. And there is a telescope half the
Sniper.
length of the gun on top of the gun.
Yep.
And he takes a moment and lines up a shot. And an instant later, there is a flash on the deck of one on one of the veranda decks on the Nautiloid. Followed a few seconds later by and then Death Star.
Nice.
And the Nautiloid erupts in an explosion.
Excellent.
I'm gonna jump
All out on the
and
deck
hug
on the
him.
lawn chairs, eating the popcorn.
Yeah.
Hugging the Archie. Popcorn.
Big special.
Hot
Jolly good
chocolate.
show.
All right. So the captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to the captain about Bob.
This is really weird.
All right. So here's the thing.
Yes.
I want the four of you to head to the Rock and go meet with Commodore Crux.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
In the meantime, Archibald and myself, and I guess Bob, are going to try to follow up on a couple other leads. So we're going to have to kind of split up to do this one in a timely manner because we
Okay.
don't have enough time to do it any other way.
Right.
Okay. Understood.
Got it.
So we need to catch a lift.
I was gonna say, is anyone from the other ships joining us and talking to?
They probably won't be joining you, but my suggestion was you can, hold on to the folding boat for now because you guys might just want to keep that with you just in case things go bad. But you can use that to jolly over to the Admiral's ship.
Okay.
And then you coming back with him to the Rock won't necessarily raise any suspicions. And it allows Archibald and I to start a couple days earlier and also a couple days harder to track, which is going to be beneficial.
Right. Right.
Because if they're waiting for us to show up, if anyone is waiting for us to show up at the Rock and they catch that you guys showed up and we didn't, which would be the best information to their advantage, they're still 2 days behind trying to figure out what direction I went from not at the Rock.
Okay.
So I wasn't planning on breaking here because I was not planning on running into a nautiloid in the middle of an asteroid field a day and a half out from the Rock. But since we did, and I've already been in communication with the Admiral and he agrees, if you guys want to head over there, you'll be able to travel with him to reach the Rock, and then you can go and look for Crux.
Speak to the Commodore.
Fine with us.
All right.
I'm for that.
Right.
Is there anything else you need off the glider before you guys leave?
How much time do we need to figure out what was going on with the magic items we just discovered? I imagine we would have had some occasion to discuss that in the hour of preparations.
I can do identify. It'll take me about 10 minutes. It's a ritual.
Yeah, per item.
I was going to say that might have even happened. That might have even happened during the hour. I just wanted to make sure it was.
No, because you wouldn't be able to do that while also taking a short rest.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, so you guys,
we'll
between all of the casters involved in the ship, you guys can pretty easily take, like, at most 30 minutes, more than likely 10 each, to identify all of the items that you have just collected. Which is to
I
say...
think we should do that first before we leave.
Which is to say, the... The suit of armor is a suit of breastplate +1. The black metal tube is in fact a scroll case containing a Wall of Force scroll.
Oh, okay.
Black metal case. That's weird. That was Wall of Force, yeah?
The black metal tube? Yeah. The black metal tube was a scroll case.
Okay.
And it had a Wall of Force scroll in it. Like you unscrew the top and there's a scroll inside.
Right.
The small blue gemstone that was found near the body of the decapitated Illithid is an Ioun stone.
Yep. Called it.
specifically a Stone of Reserve, which operates similar to a Ring of Spell Storing. At the moment, it has a shield spell stored in it. If you are attuned to the item, you can store spells into it. If you are attuned to the item, you can, as an action, cast spells out of it. Or in the case of the shield spell, a reaction, obviously. And it can only hold 3 levels of spells at a time, maximum. Which means obviously it can only hold up to 3rd level spells.
Right.
Okay.
While the stone orbits your head, you can cast any spell stored in it. Yeah. So
Okay.
it uses the spell slot, spell save, and attack bonus and spellcasting ability of the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if you would cast the spell. So it is a floating ring of spell storing with 3 levels.
Okay.
That currently has a shield spell in it. And that was the 3, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that
I
was.
think that was everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. +1 breastplate, a scroll of
Wall of Force.
Wall of Force, and a Ioun Stone with a reserve Ioun Stone that currently has a shield spell in it.
So, Captain, permission to bring these on the mission?
Yeah, I mean, they're yours. You got them off the derelict. I have no problem with it.
All right.
Is there any of those items that anyone is going
Anyone
to...
want to call dibs on anything?
I don't foresee a need for any of it.
The Iron Stone would be kind of cool going around the robot's head.
I mean, it's fine with me. I can't use the armor, but I don't need anything. But
Theoretically, I could use the armor, but it makes no sense for me to use the armor.
Yeah, theoretically, the armor is not a good choice for you.
No.
Ironically, Maeve could use the armor. I don't know if she would want to use the armor, but she does have heavy armor proficiency.
oh,
Do I want to
Breastplate's
use
only
the armor?
medium, isn't it?
And breastplate, but what I'm saying is that she has more than the capacity to wear the armor.
Right, she has the training.
I don't know.
use it.
Is there an advantage to it?
It will raise your armor class.
Raise my armor class.
It-
Will that
It will
do
also
less
make you...
damage to me?
Well, it means that if a physical attack will have to roll better to hit you. If it rolls better, it still hits you and does the same damage. However, if it doesn't hit you, then it doesn't hit you.
Okay, I'll take the
The
armor.
number of attacks that hit you by what 5%?
I was thinking about taking the scroll.
You can, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, take both.
I
right?
believe the scroll. I believe the problem is that scroll is not a divine spell, so you wouldn't be able to cast it.
Arcane.
Yeah.
So, do we have anybody who can cast that?
Either you or Gordon
Captain.
or the captain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Captain.
Okay, but either Gordon or I can cast it. So,
Why don't you hold on to the scroll for now, Seth?
all right.
Like I say,
No,
I've got
actually-
boots on around my head.
The- Chainmail's going to be better.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, heavy armor versus medium, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it works. It winds up being like it's a push, but yeah, it's
But actually, nobody's really benefiting from it. So, it's probably getting a soul at
We're
some
just
point.
giving. No.
Unless
Silly.
Archibald wants it.
I was gonna say, unless it's good for Archibald.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'm totally fine with Archibald using it.
no, he'd be fine. Everybody's well protected.
Okay.
Captain's going to snag it, actually.
Okay,
As
Great.
weird as that sounds.
great.
Least protected one in the party.
I mean, there you go then.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So the captain snags the breastplate, and you guys have an ion stone and the scroll.
Okay.
Cool.
You have that. Does that go to my inventory?
I will move it to your. I will make the entry on your inventory. You guys all will have a long rest, during which time you can relax and recover or reselect spell slots, etc., etc.
Ah, yes. Sadie, reselect your spell slots.
Yes, I need
Pick
to
which
do
spells
that.
you want to know.
Yep.
I do not envy you having to make that decision every day. I will take my ridiculously small number of spell slots to not have to do that every day.
I mean, it's a
Amen to that.
it's a trade-off. All four different wizard types have different ways that they have to trade off spell capability, and
Mhm.
the greatest advantage that the cleric has is the cleric can be ready for absolutely anything tomorrow.
If they know it's coming. Yeah, tomorrow.
The cleric can always have exactly the right spells for exactly the situation they know is happening tomorrow.
Right.
I mean, there's a tremendous advantage to that, but it's an advantage that comes with knowing what you're facing and also knowing what spells will work best for that. So there's a bit of a learning curve to it. The warlock, on the other hand, has the least ability to adjust, but can adjust in an hour.
Right.
And the wizard has more capacity for preparedness, but doesn't have the same accessibility to a massive list of preparedness unless they spend a lot of time and a lot of money on it, because they need to use party funds to learn spells, as opposed to a cleric that just needs to, ask daddy for allowance money.
All right. Long rest. Oh, wait. I need to actually do the long rest so that I can heal.
Yes,
I was like, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I do.
you do. Yep, everybody just tab those long rests.
And for that matter, while we're at it, everybody re-get your temporary hit points, as I shall be inspiring.
Which will again be 7. 7 tempies.
7 tempies, everybody.
And for now, in 1D&D, the two classes we have seen so far use the same system. Yes, but that's mostly because the two classes we have seen so far are from the same class category. I have an expectation that that's probably going to be the way that works, right? Like, the experts will use this mechanic. The priests will use Y mechanic, and the wizards will use, the magic user group will use Z mechanic, and the warrior group will not use a mechanic because that's what makes them warriors. So yeah, I think that's probably likely what's going to happen. I think we're going to have 3 different mechanics, and I think we're going to have 3 different lists, and I think your class category is going to determine your mechanic, and then your class is going to determine your list. Because we, in fact, in the one class type we have, that class type uses the same mechanical system, but there are a couple different options for which spell list is being used, and that's determined by class. So, yeah. Weird mechanical stuff. This is also me vamping to give Sadie enough time to make sure she's picked out her spells. Oh, Crap. You guys are taking a rest.
Yes.
You're all also going up a level. I mean, if you want to do just to have the hit points, if you don't want to actually figure out all of the rest of the mechanics, that's fine too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hit points is probably not a bad idea.
I agree that I think they will all use prepared spells, but what I mean is the number of spells and the way you get the spells, I think, will change by category. But they're all going to use a prepared system. Yeah, I mean, it's generally the easiest system to understand, other than you can just pick what you want. So it's the easiest system that has any form of limitation whatsoever. Yep.
There we go. That's
Rolling for hit points.
yes. Do it.
I think this works.
Con is 12.
That'll be
Oh,
a
that's
4.
Yeah, I do it the same way. Just actually look at my dice and
Yeah.
roll them at the same time.
How do I roll for hit points?
8. That would be an 8.
You can just roll 2 dice of the appropriate type, which for you is a D10, and just take whichever one rolls higher.
All right. I don't know why it doesn't.
Okay, now I get to do the fun
Okay,
stuff.
So that's 5 more.
So that's a 5 for Sadie and a 4 for Biggin.
5. I get a +1 con.
Right, but I mean, the die roll itself was a 4.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. I gotta do my +1 also.
Yeah, because you remember you had your Constitution modifier to that as well.
Okay. So there's that. There's that. There's that. There's that.
I hope I haven't forgotten that too many times.
Probably not. I mean, it's only happened 5 times.
Yeah.
I know they were on the first level, so you're probably okay.
Cool.
Okie doke. So
Okay, and I will just quick read the descriptions for my 6th level Fathomless features, because they're going to come into effect. Oceanic Soul. You are now even more at home in the depths. You gain resistance to cold damage. In addition, when you are fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech, and you can understand theirs in actual water.
you have resistance to acid, cold, and poison because of your race and class and subclass.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
None of them have come up, but yeah. And also Guardian Coil. Your tentacle of the deep can defend you and others, interposing itself between them and harm. I've been waiting for this. I've been trying to use it this way the entire time.
I know.
Now legal. When you or a creature you can see takes damage while within 10 feet of the tentacle, you can use your reaction to choose one of those creatures and reduce the damage to that creature by 1d8. When you reach 10th level in this class, the damage reduced by the tentacle increases to 2d8. So...
All right.
Yes.
So
I now have 2 reactions I can do.
Yeah, so you now have 2 different choices. Off my Noctis and stop hurting my friends.
And it's or, right? There's one reaction.
It is or. You get 1 reaction per turn. Yes.
Okay.
And this one can only occur within 10 feet of the tentacle, and the other one has to occur within 30 feet of you after something hits the person wearing your medallion.
Right.
Okay, I've chosen my spells.
Okay.
Yay!
So
I think here we go. Tool expertise. So now my proficiency bonus is doubled anytime I do a skill check with my tools.
Mm-hmm.
And I now know 6 infusions and can have 3 active.
Yes.
Let's go.
So that means new toys.
New
toys. We'll worry about the infusions later though.
Yeah.
We're short on time here.
Okay. So you guys make it back we're just gonna theater of the mind this for a minute, so we'll just leave this
Sure.
scene on here. You guys make it back to the rock, for which I can probably pull up, a map of the rock just to have something up.
And in the meantime, while we're on the bombard, I am going over my baby because I have to.
Yep.
I'll make much small talk with the admiral about glory and all. We were chickens, huh?
Yep.
But yes.
All right. So the admiral's vessel docks at the docks, and then you guys quickly head towards the Happy Beholder, which is down in Low City.
Ah, yes. All right.
Which is over here. Do I have just a general map for a general tavern? I probably can pull one up pretty quickly. So as you guys come into the tavern, it is fairly active, as it often is. You see a number of tables. You see people wandering back and forth, species of all stripes and some polka dots. And you see, as always, there is a large, very boisterous beholder behind the bar, currently tending bar.
Yeah, Bob doesn't look so weird all of a sudden, does he?
I mean,
Just saying.
it's Spelljammer, isn't it?
It's
Spelljammer.
So you see a big, crazy-looking blue beholder and people of all stripes in the bar. And what do you do?
Well, first,
That's right. We talked this guy before, didn't we? We complimented each other on our color.
Yes. Yeah, this is literally the scene that the entire campaign started in.
Yeah.
Was in this bar.
I remember talking to this guy.
being in a cephalopod walking into a bar. Yeah.
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 Actually, that reminds me. I did pack up the last of the eel for Luigi.
You did.
So
Okay.
I gotta go over to Luigi. It's been a while since I've seen the big fella. Oh! And present him with eel.
Ah, my favorite construct. Come on in.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you? What have you guys been up to?
No good, apparently.
I mean,
Things
that's
are a
reasonable.
little crazy. But I got a little something for you here, man. And get the eel out for him.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, like, it's only a couple of portions, so that means he gets to eat it. Because,
Nice.
Yep.
you know,
I mean, that's
Because it's not enough to sell.
nope, not enough to sell.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
It himself.
Nice. Okay.
We'll make friends with anybody. We're not fussy.
All right. So he, hungrily scarfs down, the space eel. And then what you do?
Okay, so now I get leaning semi-conspiratorially, Luigi. Hey, Luigi.
Yeah.
We gotta find a guy, Commodore Crux. You know
Crux,
where he's
huh?
at by any chance, buddy?
I mean, yeah, of course I know where he's at. And he points over to one of the side tables where you see oh, come on. Don't tell me I don't have him done yet. I know I have him done. Hold on. Where did you go, Crux? All right. Create actor. Give me one moment, and I will go pick you up a crux.
Okay, okay.
Because I have them done, I just have to bond them to the token.
Oh, okay. So he becomes more than a
More than just a shell.
This is a good time for me to say out loud the ridiculousness that is GM. Like, my brain's totally forgotten. Our mission was to talk to this guy about what's going on with the Elfie stuff, right? I feel like my character would remember these things, and my brain's totally blanking with all the weird craziness that just happens.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I can't think of why else we'd be here. What? Like, what were we doing again?
Everything's been so weird, I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know, like, what? How do you play this game again? Like, having one of those moments. How do you play this game? What were we doing? What was the campaign about? What?
I mean, how hard is it to remember? After rescuing the brain-eating spider, you talked to the floating tentacled eyeball about where to meet with the drunk hippo man.
Let's talk to him about elves that have other giant crystalline
To
tentacles.
talk to him about space elves who are using giant tentacles to destroy planets.
I mean, I don't know why that was hard to remember.
I don't understand where your disconnect is.
Man, Little Debbie snack cakes are evil. 41 carbohydrates and 2 devil's food squares.
They're terrible.
I mean, if
They are the
you
definition of
actually
empty
have
calories.
access to food, that would be phenomenal.
But they are tasty.
A bonus fun fact of the day: in college, I had to survive on the meal plan, with picky eating being part of my disorder. I was seriously most of the time living on Otis Spunkmeyer cookies because
I
there
remember
weren't very many things in the building.
Yeah, but at least they had a decent amount of protein.
Did they?
Yeah, they actually weren't that bad.
Actually, weren't that bad. But I mean, like, I could buy 3 of those a day, like for $1 back then. It was crazy, and sometimes that would be like all I could find in the dining hall that I could eat, except for like a half a cup of white rice. Like, so I was at one point living on Otis Spunkmeyer cookies and actually lost the freshman 15 because there was so little I could actually eat. So I'm just saying, no food is bad food when you need food.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag Otis Spunkmeyer, contact me.
Otis Spunkmeyer, totally contact me. Give me samples. Because you can't get it around here anymore. So I did have one when we were vacationing in Maine recently. Apparently it's still up there.
Okay, so you guys see over here
Yes.
this big sitting at a table in the bar is this big burly, like, just massively sized GIF. He is probably a foot broader than Archibald, and probably 100 or 150 pounds heavier.
Wow.
His
Big boy.
arms are literally like his upper arms are larger around than the waist of any of the party members. He's just really big.
So even if I were to puff up a little bit, because I can do that, I wouldn't end up looking like him.
Not even. You
Whole
could be
different size
completely
category.
hollow and it wouldn't matter. Yeah, he's just really,
Just-
really big.
He's not even a medium-sized creature.
He barely fits in as a medium-sized creature, and
Okay.
and also when laying down, he is also still a medium-sized creature in height. And when laying on his side, he is a medium-sized creature in height. Like he's just he's more than the 7 foot tall GIF. So he's just thick.
Okay.
And sitting on his shoulder, and yes, he is wearing the trench coat. Yes, he does have a pair of pistols tucked into his belt. Yes, he is wearing he is wearing that hat, and it is that color. And yes, he is smoking a pipe. And sitting currently on his shoulder is a large, comparatively to other members of its species, not to anything else in this conversation, large green feathered parrot
Oh my god, he's beautiful.
with an eye patch on its left eye.
That's awesome. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
then.
All right, so I can't equal his size at all, but I will still put on a slightly burlier voice that seems, more normal to GIF.
Okay.
Commodore! So good to meet you. I'm Seth. We've come from the Wandering Glider to speak to you.
Right. And that's important to me. Why?
Oh, I don't know yet. This conversation is to find that out. Do you need a drink?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Am I close enough to just shout back to
To Luigi, yes.
Luigi? Luigi, can I get this man a drink?
I mean, what's another one? Sure, why not?
May we sit?
Certainly.
All right.
So, I'm not sure exactly why you are looking for me. I assume I don't owe you money. Do I owe you money?
Oh no. As turns out, and again, this is the player trying desperately to remember what the captain said, so I'm just guessing here.
That's fine. Here we go.
Remember why she said just to talk to this guy? I don't know. I actually heard that you might know something that might be useful to a little issue we're dealing with right now.
I'm blocking off an area so that nobody can see that I'm building a character in there to make a character
Okay.
available for the next scene. So you guys just
Okay.
keep carrying on amongst yourselves.
Talkie. So, let me cut to the point pretty quickly. What do you know about what were those things called? Gordon, what were those things called?
Astral vines?
That's the ones.
What do you know about astral lines?
Give me a persuasion check, which is never the first thing you want to hear. Okay, 21's pretty good. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Commodore Crux. So you asked him, what does he know about astral vines?
Yeah. That's no place to start, right? There it is.
He kind of sinks his head down into his drink. I don't think that's anything that you want to be involved in, ma'am.
Oh, we definitely don't. Unfortunately, it has kind of involved itself.
It's far too late. We're already involved. The Astrals tried to take down our ship.
Really? Now he leans forward. Tell me more.
So I started with the Astral Vines because that's what we saw first when we were on a base. I guess it would still be called a base, right? It was a...
Yeah.
They erupted all over the base, and to make a long story relatively short, we escaped only to find out that those Astral Vines were put there by the Xaryxian Empire.
Give me an insight check.
So I love how I just barrel right through with like no obfuscation or anything whatsoever. I have very direct style.
He visibly perks at the mention of the Xaryxian Empire.
Apparently, the central star is dying. They're trying to siphon the life out of planets to keep it going.
Has been for a long time. They've gotten real good at it.
Have they? How long have they been doing it?
Longer than I can remember.
Hmm. That was the last thing Stream heard.
All right, so
That's
he perked at your interest when you mentioned the Xaryxian fleet. And he says, so, then what do the four of you intend to do about it?
Whatever we can do about it.
well, actually, personally, I was wondering if there might be any way to, well, generally speaking, solve this problem on a more permanent basis, but it doesn't exactly sound like setting up a war with the entire Xaryxian Empire is going to be fruitful, although I guess if that's a possibility we have to discuss, then I guess it is. We're trying to search for options.
Well, I'll tell you. A fleet of Astral ships visited the rock about a week ago. They gave fair warning to the captains on the rock to steer clear. So, this sounds like it's on the up and up. There's probably spies waiting to see if anyone's going to talk about it. So let's go someplace a little bit more private to have this conversation.
Yeah, I couldn't see the tavern. I was assuming it looked like there was
It's
enough
a
room
busy
to
tavern.
drop my voice.
I mean, it's a busy tavern, but there's more private places than busy taverns to have conversations you want to try to make sure aren't.
I mean, I
overheard.
certainly wasn't shouting to nearby tables, but I.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
How
All
many of us are there?
Well, there's the 4 of you and Crux.
And the
Go
big
ahead and
news bottle we just
Yeah.
brought with us.
I was going to say, when we leave, I'll go ahead and cast Pass Without Trace for us to go.
Okay.
Nice.
We like
I'm
that
going to say the
concept.
thing that guaranteed is supposed to happen next might not happen next because you guys might have just been able to sidestep it.
Doing! Gamed the module.
I mean, gaming the module is what modules are about. Why don't you guys, why doesn't Noctis read the description of the spell for those who don't know it, and then I will have you guys all make stealth checks.
That's awesome.
Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or traces of its passage.
Nice.
So, everyone make a stealth roll, and you get to add 10 to the roll.
Jeez.
It's a broken spell.
Now we'll go ahead and change my canopy.
I may be having technical difficulty.
I mean, now's the time for it.
Yeah.
Wait,
All right.
you
I
said this is advantage or no?
28.
It's not advantage, it's just a plus 10.
Yeah.
So 28, 27, 25, and 35.
Oh, no, I can't get to my character card.
I can roll you.
Okay.
Probably. As soon as I stop trying to make walls. $24.
Okay.
Hi, Thomas. We're just about to end. Literally, if they max, they can score a 23.
Okay.
Well,
Which means none of them can find the lowest roll. Well, to be fair, let's check one other thing. It is possible that a large fat hippo
right.
may not roll. I mean, he's got a +2.
But a plus 12.
$29. So the tail team literally can't find you.
Nice.
It's okay, I still made it. You did. How are you feeling, buddy? Which means you managed to avoid that conflict. And you make your way down the docks, past stately galleons, sleek cutters resembling flying fish, massive warships looking like hammerhead sharks, and then continue going down towards smaller and older and cheaper and more broken down vessels as you go down.
Nice.
Yep. Sounds about right.
And
Sounds
you
about
get
right.
to a a galley with sails made of patchworked, mended canvas, and like panels have been put back onto the boat to fix places where there are gaps in it.
Mhm.
But oddly, the panels that have been put onto the boat to fix gaps don't look like they're hammered into place so much as held in place by like thick corded vines.
Wow.
And you see on the back deck of the galley, on the stern castle, where you would expect that on a normal galley the ship's wheel would be,
Sure.
you instead see a massively armed oak tree.
Ah,
That's
And Commodore Crux, it's important to mention that the parrot didn't come with you. When he got up, the parrot stayed in the bar. Commodore Crux looks over to you and goes, "Well, there she is. The second wind. Ain't she a beauty?"
Indeed. And a very appropriate name, I'm guessing.
As you approach the ship, you see a very angry tiefling woman on deck. Who comes over and she is like, no. I still have the lease. I've got 5 weeks. And Commodore Crux says back to her, "Arda, this is important. I'm going to need the ship back." "No, I've got a job. I can make a lot of money. I need the ship. I still have the lease from you. I have 5 more weeks. I can't give you the ship back. I need the ship. I've got a good job." What do you guys do?
Do yes, I have goals in my inventory.
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
No, so, what's it cost for fair Midland housing around here? I lean over to the Commodore.
I mean, the lease that she has on the ship, to buy back out of it would probably be, wouldn't probably, to buy her back out of the lease for the next 5 weeks would wind up being 400 gold.
We can pull together
All
that
right.
much.
Yeah.
But I have a job. I'm not losing 400. I'm losing the 400 and the job.
What's the job? Whatever you can tell me.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it was, but
Yeah.
I was going to make like $3,000.
how long the job take?
3 weeks, 4 weeks tops. I'd be back long before before the lease was up.
Yeah. Probably don't have that kind of time though. Is there any other way to get you to be able to do the job?
I mean, to do a job, I need a ship. If you guys are going to be taking the ship, I can't do the job. If you want to buy me out of the job, that's fine. And I mean, I'll even stick on as a crew member for free for you for the next couple weeks. But I mean, I got to go make me some money.
Do we have it?
Do we have what?
Enough to pay her to come with instead.
We have it.
How much have you got? Because I got 1,150.
I've got 550.
I got 1,500.
Yeah, I've got 1,500. So
Tell you what. How about we start by buying you out of your lease,
Okay.
and you. Come on, she good?
I mean, she's not bad.
How about we start by buying you out of the lease? You do come with us on the mission. And then you just have a different job.
But I still get
$4,000?
But I still get $3,000 when we're done.
As long as we end up with $3,000 to give you.
And that makes me nervous, so I want $1,000 up front.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll take it.
750.
What was the counter offer there, Bacon?
750.
Please give me a persuasion check.
Oof.
I rolled well.
Well, in that case, well, actually, I might not, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Okay,
Hopefully, it comes up.
that'll work.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. She collects her 1150
I'll just take it out of mine, guys. Don't worry about it.
and goes, "You got yourself a ship, and you got yourself a crewmate. I assume," and she looks over at the Commodore and goes, "I assume you're going to be bringing Flinch along with you as well." I mean, someone's got to take care of the sales. Sure. All right. Well, then I guess that
All
means
I
We're
guess
ready.
We better get together some provisions, or are we provisioned already?
the Commodore looks around at everybody and then looks back to the stern castle of the boat. I'm waiting to watch what happens when this happens. I've been waiting for this for 3 months. He looks back towards the back of the boat and he brings up his big meaty paws to kind of like cup around his hippo snout. And he yells, "Hey, Starball, you ready for another adventure?" And the tree on the back of the boat, the middle of the trunk turns slightly, and you see one of the arms of the tree of the treant that is in the living boat
It's a dream.
sways, and the Commodore goes, "All right, the game's afoot. Let's sail." And we will end there for tonight, with you guys being on the last of the vessels that you needed to see before deciding which one to take for yourselves when this story arc ends, which is a specific type of galleon called the living ship.
Oh man.
And that's going to be it for tonight, everybody. Who do you guys want to give a free fate point to? Do you want to give it to Aries slash Seth? Do you want to give it to Gordon slash Bacon? Do you want to give it to Reggie slash Noctis? Or do you want to give it to Maeve slash Sadie? Noctis because he's behind. And also one for Seth.
You know what? That's a fair point.
I
And another
always
for
remember-
Seth.
Do I really have
You got a
5
winner.
points?
Yep.
That's
You
a
really
lot.
have 5.
You haven't spent any. Like you keep getting them
Yeah,
and you're
well,
not
that's
spending them.
true. I've been saving them for emergencies, you know.
No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. In the other campaign, I've got like a dozen.
Yeah.
For exactly that reason. Like, not important enough yet. Not important enough yet. Not important.
Seth, Noctis, Seth, Noctis, Noctis. I think we're
Yeah.
leaning towards the Seferino.
That looks like
Yep.
the stuff's got it. Yep.
So, Amanda, what did you think of the session?
Okay, so that'll take care of that. And we're going to be wrapping this up. If you're still on Twitch, we're going to be going to the post show. Other than that, if you are watching this on YouTube, please be a good werewolf, like and subscribe. If you want to be here when we do these live, we do our Light and Darkness campaign on Tuesdays. We do the Exacted Spirits campaign, which I play in, on Thursdays. We have a Drakenheim campaign on Saturdays, and we have this campaign on Sundays. So come over to twitch.tv// second class elitist, all spelled out. And you can watch any of us play those games. You can grab some of the campaign cards, do some cool stuff in chat. And if you're watching this on Twitch and but you are confused because you don't know what the other campaigns are, or you want to catch up on the back end of this campaign, you can go to youtube.com// second class elitist, all spelled out, and there you can watch the all the campaigns set up in playlists, so you can pick up all of the feeds from all of the stuff. In the meantime, we are going to be getting out of here, and so we are going to do a quick wave, and then we will finish up, and we will see you all next time. Everyone, have a good night.
Right.